Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. It's the weekend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom. Pyrotechnics. Glitter bomb. Smoke. Our budget doesn't stretch that far, unfortunately. Wouldn't it be great if it did, though? Wouldn't it be awesome if it did? Hi, welcome to Jewellery Maker. I'm Carol. I'm with you for the next 4 hours with the lovely, the delectable, the very talented Debbie Bulford.
Good morning. Good morning.
Ah, there she is. Now, you're looking a lot brighter than the last time I saw you, Debbie.
Oh, was I poorly last time I was on with you? Yes, I was.
Did you just go home and go straight to bed?
I did for 2 days.
Oh, Debbie.
I can't remember the last time I did that. I felt so poorly.
Poor thing. But you're feeling better now?
Yeah, still a bit of a cough, but I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Debbie, how you doing? It's great to be here today. We've got Kerry on cameras with her Hooters t-shirt on. There she is! Hi! Give us a bit of a wave. Come on, Kerry. We got Ollie who's directing. Ollie, come on. Yeah! We got Dion who's producing. Come on. She's flashing the graphics. We've got Cassie with us. I don't know what Cassie's getting herself organised. Here she is.
Missing something,
What?
I think.
Can you do it properly, please, Cass? Here we go. Woo! Now look at the hair. There we go. Tell you what. I didn't know what happened there. Goodness me. It's Saturday. Today is a special theme show. We have got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of incredible items to bring you today that all are based around leather. We've got the most incredible, look at these incredible pieces that Debbie's brought in. We've got some beautiful leather items today. We've got sheets of the softest, the most beautiful leather. We've got the hole punch. We've got the leather DVD. We've got tons and tons and tons of fabric paints as well, which you can dye all your leather with. We've got leather coming up in some of our kits. And I'll tell you what else we've got a bit of a special on today. Loads and loads and loads of clasps. We've got a brand new selection of silver-plated copper clasps coming up on today's show. Debbie and I have been looking at them before the show. They are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they?
Beautiful. Really.
Yeah, they are stunning, and that's going to be coming up on today's show. We've got yellow gold plated copper clasps, loads of earring findings, loads of gemstones. We've got reformed turquoise. We've got the most beautiful strand of sapphire. Let me show you this. It's stunning. This strand of sapphire is absolutely beautiful. These are faceted ovals of fancy sapphire. I love it, love it, love it. This awesome strand's coming up a bit later on in the show today. The ruby strand that we've got on today's show as well is absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome. You're not going to be able to believe the price point for this as well. But I tell you, this incredible strand of ruby is going under £20. Boom! It's going to be coming up. Look at that. Beautiful, stunning strand of ruby coming up on today's show. It's just beautiful. You're not going to be able to believe how low this is going to go. If you're thinking 1995, think again. It's going to be amazing. Woohoo! Right, loads and loads and loads coming up on today's show. First of all, though, the early bird. Now, the early bird special today is absolutely beautiful. Whilst I'm kind of telling you about this, have a little think about our text in today. Our text in today is going to be fashion faux pas. Fashion faux pas, please. If you could send us your text, that would be wonderful. We'd love to hear from you today. Make sure you start your text with the word JM Studio so we know that it's for us, and send it to 60777. Normal network charges apply. Your name, maybe where you're from. Just interesting. Fashion faux pas. Are we going to say summed up in 3 words? We could do if you want to. If you want to elaborate a bit more, then that'll be great. But summed up in 3 words would be brilliant, just so we can make sure that we can read all of your text out. But fashion faux pas. Debbie, would you like to be the first contributor to fashion faux pas?
Yeah. What about a floppy ribbon hat?
Oh.
Do you remember those floppy hats that had ribbons and they had netting then for a wedding with a long bow? And I think I looked wonderful. I looked at the picture and I thought, oh, that sounds
just incredible, doesn't it?
Vile.
Mine probably red pixie boots. Mine were red leather pixie boots with a tassel on the back, and I wore them with I used to wear them to Wellesbourne Market every Saturday with fuchsia coloured leggings. It was a special time. It was a special time. Kerry, fashion faux pas?
Anything that I wore when I was like 15.
Anything you wore when you were about 15. Yeah, you see, that's it, isn't it? Encompassing a whole age. Cass, fashion faux pas? She can't think. Clearly, Cassie's never had a fashion faux pas. There you go. I tell you what, some of the things I used to wear were just, well, some of the things I wear now, to be fair, are fairly questionable, but fashion faux pas. We'd love your text. Text in. We'd love to hear from you. Now, today's early bird special is really, really special. It is a whole load of incredible earring findings. Now, I don't even want to know how long it's taken us to collate all of these different findings. Weeks and weeks and weeks, months and months and months, to be able to bring you this selection of clasps. They're just awesome. They're absolutely incredible. All of these are single pieces of wire which have been formed into earring findings. You're going to be getting your really large, oversized shepherd's hook earring finding here. I mean, this is a big, big earring finding. Normal shepherd's hook earring findings, if I can just pick one out of this findings pack here, so you can kind of see the kind of size. Here we go. I can show you the size of a regular shepherd's hook earring finding. This is that much bigger. So check that out. See how much larger that is. Really, really elongated, a real statement earring finding. Really, really fantastic. So you're going to be getting a whole load of these, but that's not it, because you're getting even more designs as part of this findings pack. This is just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love this. Look at this. Now this is a slightly different take on the earring on the shepherd's hook earring finding. You're going to be getting this little hook at the bottom of the earring finding that goes through your ear, obviously, and then you've got this little hook there which just clasps together like that. It's such a clever little finding, this one. Absolutely beautiful. So you've got this design as well, and then you've got this rectangular design as well. These are just fantastic because, do you know what? With a finding like this, you'll find that the finding does all the design work for you. So really, all you have to do is just set a gemstone with this, however big, however small. It doesn't really matter because the earring finding will do a lot of the design work for you. You're also going to be getting a whole load of these as well, which are beautiful round earring findings. It just makes your earrings look a little bit different. It just adds another little design feature which you might be looking for. Any gemstone you can set with these, whether it's a big chunky wooden bead, whether it's going to be some of the smaller gems of distinction gemstones which you want to add on to this design. Really, really fantastic. So those are your 4 designs. Okay, so you're going to be getting your rectangular, your elongated shepherd's hook fastening. You're also going to be getting your round earring finding, so kind of like your half hoop, and then your shepherd's hook finding with that little hook on the bottom as well. In total, 48 pieces as part of this pack, and these are rose gold plated copper. Okay, these are rose gold plated copper, so 6 in this design, 6 in this, 6 in this, and 6 in this design. So that makes 48 earring findings in total. Now, as part of the early bird special, we are going to give you a special deal for these. These are absolutely brand new, okay? We haven't bought these to you before. We have got another pack coming up later on the show, which are antique bronze plated copper. The great thing about these, of course, they are precious metal plated. So think quite carefully about the gemstones you want to set these with. But imagine making your very own pair of pearl earrings using regular shepherd's hook findings. They're going to look fantastic, aren't they? And really, the centre stage piece of that pair of earrings is going to be the pearl. Why not turn that pair of earrings on its head and make not the gemstone or the bead or whatever quality it is you set with these findings the centre stage quality, make the findings the centre stage quality. Guest designers are doing it all the time with clasps, having clasps halfway around a necklace or at the bottom of a necklace if you've got a really, really beautiful clasp. Why not do the same with your earring findings as well? You don't have to use them for earring findings. You can use them for use them as pendants, use them as connectors, make a whole chain out of these. It really is up to you. The amount of you coming through on the screens at the moment on the web and on the phone lines is absolutely wonderful. A lot of you are multi-buying already today. Now, it's got to be worth your while to come in and get these. Okay, so you're going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything you get from Jewellery Maker. You're also only going to pay £2.95 P&P per order, and that P&P lasts until 9 p.m. this evening, no matter how much you add onto your order, whether it's 3 kits, whether it's the early bird and 7 strands, you're only paying 1 lot of P&P for the entire day. Now, genuine rose gold precious metal plated copper earring findings. 48 findings in total. Your deal today is incredible, and there's a reason why so many of you are coming through. It's because it's $7.95 for all of these findings. It really is incredible. It really is superb, isn't it? Debbie, I think this is such an exciting thing to have on Jewellery Maker, because quite often the emphasis and the focus is on designing that piece of jewellery to make it look wonderful, and there's a lot of pressure on jewellery makers to find new and innovative ways to design that pair of earrings or that pendant. Now there's an earring finding that kind of does half the job for you, isn't there?
It does. And also it's nice that the earring finding can become part of the design. Yeah. How many times do you make an earring and think, oh, just get a shepherd's hook, just stick it on?
Yeah.
Whereas with these, you can put a bead onto it. It can become part of a design.
Absolutely.
See, I would use those with a lot of pendants, because especially the first and second one that you showed, which is just the hook, that, as used as a pendant bail, would be superb, actually, and just twist it around the loop. And the other earrings would be fabulous, because you could sell that at a craft fair and have one earring finding and put 3 different dangles for earrings and say you can change them, because all you do is just thread them off and thread them on.
Absolutely.
So you could have one earring finding and a box with 3 different coloured earrings and say that's a set.
Definitely.
You know, because it's so easy to thread on and off.
You're right, Debbie. It's such a clever little design. So if you did want to maybe sell, oh, I don't know, let's say 7 pairs of gemstones, so you've got a pair of earrings for every day of the week. Put them in a box with just one set of these earring findings, and as you say, you can just interchange them. Really, really awesome earring findings these. And as Debbie says, they become part of the design rather than just being used as merely a mechanic. You are using these as part of the design. You're using them, if you like, as almost a carrier for gemstones, and you can kind of create that design and adapt that design 7 days a week, 365 days a year, because of findings like this. This really is opening a whole new door for making your own earrings, and just kind of changing the way that you look at a finding. So often it's so easy to kind of get bogged down and kind of see findings just purely as a mechanical way of connecting gemstones and making gemstones into pieces of jewellery. Now, as Debbie says, these can become part of the design, and so easily, so simply, just simply by threading gemstones onto these wire earring findings, you are creating something that looks beautiful, and the findings are as much as part of the design as the gemstones. Most of you are coming through to get these are actually multi-buying. And if I tell you, we've actually got some antique bronze plated copper ones coming up later on in the show today as well. That's just awesome, awesome, awesome. But think outside the box. You don't have to use this as earring findings. As Debbie said, try using these as a bail for a pendant. You don't have to use them as earring findings. You know, really do think of weird and crazy ways in which you can use these. Just linking some of these together and making a really awesome chain out of them, you know, doing something really, really off the wall. There are 48 findings as part of this pack. You can quite easily make a pendant and a pair of earrings just using the findings in here. And as Debbie said, you've got an entire set of jewellery then. Tons and tons and tons of you. Do you know what? And I never say this with the early bird special. I'm actually surprised with how many of you are coming through on the phone lines and the web this morning, because I thought, you know, the weather's beautiful out there. It's going to be quite a quiet morning, but $7.95. That is the kind of price point. That is the kind of price point that we give you on a day when it is so sunny outside, and we think, right, okay, we've got to do something. We've got to really, really drop these prices today to make sure that we get loads and loads of people on the phones. And do you know what? On the web, on the phone lines, there are tons of you there this morning, absolutely tons of you. There's Michelle in Oxfordshire, I've got Vicky in County Durham, I've got Margaret in Kent, I've got Chris in Hampshire, I've got Grace in Kent, I've got tons of you. Your names are going off the screen. Davina, Susan, Anne-Marie, Sharon, Deborah, Fiona, Patricia, Mary, Anonymous, Mary, Glenda, Jane, another Anonymous, Elizabeth, Pamela, Debbie, loads and loads and loads of you. Good morning to every single one of you this morning. It's great to have you with us today. It's awesome. It's great, isn't it? And we've got exactly the same findings pack coming up later on in the show with which are antique bronze plated copper. Got a text through here from Lee in Kent who says, "Morning girlies, have to say, Carol, you look like a summer morning." Ow! Check in the post. And you cheer me up, and you cheer me up just looking at you. Goodness me, my husband doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. Looking forward to a great show. Love and big hugs, Lee in Kent. Thanks a lot, Lee. And you brighten my day as well. Oh, we've got another one as well. From Sean in West Glamorgan. Socks and sandals. Do you know what? That is like the ultimate fashion faux pas, isn't it? Socks and sandals. They've got to be the right kind of sock though, to kind of max out the kind of faux pas quality.
White, sort of
white,
mid-shin,
mid-calf.
you know, mid-calf.
Mid-shin.
Just not quite long, not quite short, just a bit funny around the edges, you know.
What about white mid-shin with sock suspenders?
Oh yeah.
Who wears sock suspenders?
And sandals, lovely.
Sandals.
Oh yes.
Oh, sandals. Sandals, just full stop. Anyway. Someone who's texting saying that? Oh, Sue's texting saying her whole entire wardrobe. I'm sure it isn't Sue. If it is, make some beautiful jewellery. No one will be looking at what you're wearing. They're just going to be looking at your jewellery. Good way of doing that, isn't it? Hey, fantastic. And can I just say a big congratulations to my beautiful daughter today, who for the first time this morning, and I missed it, is now crawling forwards. She's found forward gear, everyone. Apparently, my husband was in the bathroom having a shave. And he left her just by the mirror to kind of stare at herself, and he then kind of caught her doing this kind of action, and she crawled forward.
Oh, now the trouble starts.
She's going to be 9 months on the 20th, so 9 months on yeah.
She'll be into everything now. You watch.
She's going to be into everything. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You spend 9 months or however long wishing that they were crawling, and then as soon as they start crawling, why can't you sit still? Anyway, so you're still coming through for that incredible deal. Rose gold plated copper earring findings, and it really is, it's stunning, isn't it? In 4 different styles, you've got a great deal there. And if you want a multi-buy, which many of you are, then absolutely fantastic. We will be recapping that because it is brand new. Right, fantastic. Where are we going now, Lovey? Now, Challenge Debbie. Ah, yes, of course. Now, I'm going to put that there. I don't know where I've got that from. So, Challenge Debbie. Challenge Debbie. Challenge. Ooh. Now, these are all... What's wrong, Dion? You thought I made up sock suspenders? No. They exist. Sock suspenders. I don't think people tend to wear them now, do they?
Not really, no.
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 There might be some really kind of old school kind of city banker or something like that. Marianne says, my dad used to wear sock suspenders when wearing his sandals and shorts like Eric Morecambe. Oh, I love Eric Morecambe. What a legend. He wondered why I laughed, bless him. Do you know what? Your dad sounds like a legend. An absolute legend. Oh, fair play. That's brilliant. Sock suspenders. You just imagine him mowing the lawn.
With a Hawaiian shirt, yes.
With
a Hawaiian shirt.
With a Hawaiian shirt, definitely. Oh, knotted hanky on head so he doesn't get sunburnt. And his sock suspenders. Right, Debbie Challenge today is really, really awesome. We go on and on and on quite a lot on Jewellery Maker about graduated strands and how useful they are and how fantastic they are for making your pieces of jewellery. Graduated strands are wonderful because you get variance in the size of the gemstone that you get on the strands. They tend to just be one gemstone, but you get they're around about between 6 to 14 millimeter gemstones. So on one strand you've got gemstones which are perfect for earrings, bracelets, rings, pendants, necklaces, the whole lot, and it's just on one strand. It's wonderful. Also, with graduated strands, you can simply just restrand it and make a necklace out of these, or make a bracelet. Debbie's challenge actually gives her the chance to work with not 1 or 2 or 3, but 4 graduated strands. This is really, really lovely. Okay, have a look at this. Now, believe it or not, this is rose quartz. Now, if somebody had put this strand in front of me and said, what gemstone do you think this is? I would have said pink dyed quartz. I wouldn't have said rose quartz at all, because the colour is so consistent through this strand. And really, when you get rose quartz, which inherently is going to have lots of inclusions, lots of zones of quality, and that's what I love so much about quartz and rose quartz specifically. You get lots of different patches of colour. This, however, and I hope you can see, this, however, is going to give you a consistent quality all the way through the strands. That is indicative of some pretty special rose quartz. You know, that quality is just there, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. So really, really beautiful strand here of rose quartz. Varying size from 6 to 16 millimeters in diameter. Now, 16mm gemstones are actually pretty large. Normally on a graduated strand you get between 6 and 14 millimetres as your size. This is 6 and 16, so that's really, really special. They are like ready-made necklaces, aren't they? And actually, this strand here of blue striped agate, you could actually just put a clasp on this, because can you see in between each one of these gemstones there's a little knot. Now normally you only get this with pearls. You've got an incredible gemstone strand here, where each one of these gemstones is knotted in between. So if you were to wear this as a necklace and the necklace was to break, say here, you're only ever going to lose one gemstone. You're not going to lose the whole strand of gemstones. You're not going to lose a whole necklace or bracelets worth of gemstones. Really, really fantastic strand though of blue striped agate. Lots of gorgeous variety in there, in colour, in tone, actually in clarity as well. Some of these are translucent, some are completely opaque. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous clarity and wonderful faceting. So you've got beautiful baby pink, so you've got the pastel palette there. You've got a bright, intense palette here. You've then got Picture Jasper, which is one of my favourite varieties of jasper. You get that natural stone quality. This beautiful strand of Picture Jasper is perfect to go with your khaki colours this summer, to go with your linens this summer. It's light, it's beautiful. Personally, I would use this strand on its own. I'd definitely use these two strands together. I would use this one on its own and just make a necklace out of this. I wouldn't. I love graduated strands, but I don't think you need to do anything else with this strand other than make it into a necklace. That is just a thing of beauty on its own, I think. And if you're looking for pieces which would look great as part of a capsule wardrobe to take away on your summer holidays, this is the ultimate genuine gemstone. This is the absolute ultimate genuine gemstone. It looks great, it suits any skin tone, any hair colour. And then this is one of Debbie's favourites. I haven't seen this gemstone for ages on Jewellery Maker. This is Botswanan agate. Now, we have not had this kind of quality Botswana agate on Jewellery Maker for ages. In fact, I want to just take these out of the equation for a second, because I just want to show you the quality of this strand. Look at that striped quality. You can tell it's great quality Botswana agate, can't you? Look at that striped quality. Each one is like a marble. It's just beautiful. Look at this large one in the centre. I mean, that is amazing, isn't it? Again, this, oh, look how glossy it is as well. Can you see how shiny it is? This strand on its own as well, I would just make a necklace out of this. Again, great for your capsule wardrobes. Now, 4 strands, 4 graduated strands. You've got very clearly defined separate groups here, haven't you? You've got your intense group with your blue. You've got your pastel palette with your pink. Then you've got your 2 almost natural kind of organic qualities with your Botswana and your Picture Jasper. Really, really, really love this 4 strand pack. This is part of Debbie's challenge today. Now, these are all graduated. Can I just draw your attention to this strand here? This is blue. Dion is producing today. Well, what happens when Dion sees a blue strand? In fact, anything blue, be it blue polymer clay, be it blue paint, whatever it is, if she sees blue, she goes a bit crazy with the price points. Now, I've already got people coming through on the web and the phone lines for this, but I'll tell you something. Every single one of you who's coming through on the web and on the phone lines for this, and actually, I've got a web bidder. I've got a web bidder in Hampshire who's come through to get 3 of this bundle. Now, on the web at the minute, you can see the price point this is going to go down to, which is why the majority of you who've come through to secure this bundle are on the web. Because on the telephones, you don't know how much this bundle is going to go to. On the web, you can see the price points, which is why most of you who are coming through to get this bundle are coming through on the web. You are not going to be able to believe the price point of this bundle. 4 graduated strands here. You've got gemstones in here for earrings, necklaces, bracelets. Totally, totally, totally perfect. Gemstones in here for every single piece of jewellery. Now, I've still got loads more of you coming through on the web for this bundle than on the phone lines. And it's because on the website at the minute, if you look at this bundle, you can see the price point this bundle's going to go to. On the phone lines, you can't. But that is why I've got loads of you coming through on the phones and the web now. Right. This is incredible. 4 graduated strands. You are going to go crazy over this. Wow, wow, wow. 4 graduated strands. This is so much more than 4 strands of gemstones, because this is 4 graduated strands of gemstones, and you've got something in here for everyone. You've got something intense, you've got something soothing and pastely, and then you've got these 2 what I would call neutral nude strands, which are perfect for anyone at any time in any piece of jewellery. I mean, Debbie, this is so much more than a 4-strand pack, because first of all, they're graduated. And I think until you start making pieces of jewellery and you hold a graduated strand, and all of a sudden you are able, just out of 1 strand, to make a necklace or a bracelet plus a pair of earrings. There is something in a graduated strand which is so useful and so versatile, isn't there?
Absolutely.
So
and
awesome.
For someone who's just starting to make jewellery, I mean, this is perfect. Just restrand them. That's all you need to do. Yeah. And you've got a beautiful, beautiful necklace. But you've got all seasons there. You could buy that, and you've got something for every single season and every single age group, really. I think it's a lovely, lovely pack. And probably you'll buy it and you'll stick it in your stash, and you'll still be using it this time next year. It's one of those really useful stashes selections to put into your stash, and it'll be ever so useful.
Definitely.
Really
and Debbie's made a good point there. You don't have to use it altogether. You don't have to use it the minute you get it home. If you can just identify this as a great deal, as so many of you already can, who are multi-buying this, you don't have it, you know, if you can see it as a great deal, you can get these home. You don't have to use them till next year. You don't have to use them till I don't know, 2018. Gemstones don't go off. You don't have to use them within a certain time frame, and you don't have to use this bundle together. We bundle these strands together, A, because they're all graduated, B, because they're all so beautiful and you're getting something different in every single strand, and also because we can offer you a saving. Now, this shouldn't be $17.95. If you were to buy these all separately on our website, you wouldn't be paying $17.95. You would be paying more. Today, though, under £18 for all 4 strands. And like I say, this is so much more than a 4-strand pack, because these are 4 graduated strands. You've got something in this 4-strand pack for everyone. Sorry, say that again, darling. Yeah, I can measure a strand for you. Yeah, sure. Got people asking how long the strands are. They're all, let's see if they're all around about the same length. Just love, love, love this deal. It's so awesome. Yeah, they're all around about the same length. They are. They're all about 42 centimetres in length. So they're all really, really long lengths you're going to be getting here, which is just perfect. But this is what I mean about graduated strands being so useful. So you've got these gemstones on the end here. All these gemstones on the end here, sorry. There you are. So all these gemstones here, which are around about 6 mil. And then on the same strand, you've got massive gemstones next to them. Do you see how that's so useful? You can see how useful that is, because in one strand you've got enough gemstones to make a pendant or that statement bracelet, or just 3 of the largest gemstones, and as a centerpiece for a necklace. You've got gemstones in here on each one of these strands to make a set of jewellery, and that is what makes this so fantastic. Should be over £25 on our website today, under 18. Well done. Lots of you again are multi-buying this morning. I've got Elizabeth in London who's coming to get to, Caroline in Shropshire's coming to get to, Irene in Wiltshire's coming to get to, Gloria, I don't know where you're from, Gloria, but Gloria's coming to get to. Loads of you multi-buying. Again, your names are going off the screen again, but do check your basket out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you who haven't checked out your baskets on the website. Please do check out your baskets. It's a fantastic deal. Well done. Gorgeous. Right, Debbie, what design ideas? Anything? Anything?
Well, I've had a look through the wire, and I have got some turquoise and some blue wire. I'm going to do something like caging the beads or something.
Nice.
And the others, I don't know yet. I tend to sort of play with them with a piece of wire and see what happens. If you know what I mean.
What happens.
See what happens.
See what happens. Something beautiful is going to happen. Ollie, calm down. Right. We've got Moonstone plain rounds here. The most awesome strand of white moonstone. It is totally and utterly brand new. This kind of pure white moonstone quality. And do you know what? It's new. Are we going to do it now? Yeah! Awesome. Now, Okay, Moonstone is an incredible gemstone. It's a member of the it's a member of a gemstone family called the Feldspar family. Other gemstones in the Feldspar family include Labradorite, andesine, what's the other one? Sunstone. They're all members of the Feldspar family, and they tend to be translucent or opaque gemstones with awesome optical qualities, be it labradorescence or schiller, rainbow schiller sometimes. This white moonstone strand, I personally believe, is perfect for wedding jewellery. More and more brides these days are going for ivory instead of white wedding dresses, and there are lots and lots of brides at the moment who are opting for kind of vintage lace wedding dresses as well. There's some beautiful wedding dress designers out there. Lace-wise, though, I'm thinking of fashion designers like Jenny Packham, who makes the most beautiful kind of, I mean, you must know Jenny Packham, incredible lace work, beautiful vintage style wedding dresses. I mean, her wedding dresses are kind of between £3,000 and £5,000. They're a lot of money, but there are lots of other designers out there who are kind of replicating that look, aren't there?
Absolutely, lace is just everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and they'd be perfect because they do look vintage, don't they?
Exactly.
They really do.
Exactly. Sometimes I think if you see a bride wearing very, very sparkly bridal jewellery or very, very white bridal jewellery, sometimes it can clash a little bit with the dress. It can clash a little bit with what is a creamy or an ivory coloured dress. This, I think, is beautiful because, as Debbie says, it looks vintage. Without any effect, without anything added to it, it just looks vintage. Now, I'm all up for wearing pearls with a wedding dress. I think the pearls look wonderful as part of a set of jewellery. But if you're going to be wearing something soft and vintage and something with lots of heavy lace work and really, really beautiful, intricate work, you don't want to take anything away from that lace work. You don't want it to clash with your jewellery. Wearing something like this, which reminds me of just really soft kind of vintage, almost like satin quality material, because it's not white, it's not grey, it's not cream, it's kind of like, it's like a soft, it looks like vintage fabric to me. I just love it. Now, yeah, it's not going to give you a rainbow schiller, it's not really even going to give you a white schiller, but what it does is, can you see, it gives you a kind of like a soft glow, like the kind of soft glow that vintage pearls give you. And it doesn't look brand new. It doesn't look shiny and dazzling white. It's like, it's almost like a weathered white. I just love it. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful Moonstone plain rounds here. These are 10mm rounds, 260 carats in total. Now, in bridal jewellery, wearing something like this, it's not going to detract from that dress. It's not going to take anything away from that dress. I think it's just going to gently complement that dress. It's going to gently complement that look that you're going for. It's a very specific strand, this. It is really, really vintage. And if you're after that vintage strand, that vintage look, this is the gemstone. Whether you're going to be putting this with silver or rose gold or with antique bronze, I think this with antique bronze actually would look incredible. And can you see it's got that soft glow? I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to say it's rainbow schiller at all. It's a very soft white schiller that you're going to be getting, but more of a glow rather than a schiller. More of the kind of you know, that kind of luminosity that pearls give you. They kind of glow from within. It's more like a pearl luminous quality than a proper rainbow moonstone schiller, because it's not rainbow moonstone at all. Really, really beautiful vintage quality here. Now, the price point for this, it is brand new. It is 100% brand new. The price point for this, considering these are 10mm rounds and this is brand new, and this is a really unusual strand of Moonstone, I think it's beautiful. This is going to be given to you today at a special introductory price. Now, we really shouldn't be doing this because it is a brand new strand and we do have a lot of these available. The great thing is most of you who are coming through to get this are getting 2s and 3s of this, which I'm really, really happy to see. I'd love to see some Wall of Fame projects with this this strand added into that design. I'd love to see some Wall of Fame entries over the next few weeks. Now, the code for this is TUGP72 for this, TUGP72. Now, a special introductory price for this, and it really is special, because I've seen strands of Moonstone 10mm rounds for well over the kind of £20 price point, and I think that's amazing. $11.95 isn't your price. We're going to go even lower for you. Yeah, even lower for you today. It's a great deal. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. It's the most beautiful vintage strand of Moonstone, and it's $9.95. We shouldn't be anywhere near this price point. You know it, I know it. It's incredible. It's so pretty. It's so subtle. It's so beautifully vintage and soft and elegant. It's like a dove grey, isn't it? Really beautiful. Really beautiful quality there. Debbie, what kind of findings would you put this with? Would you put it with rose gold or antique bronze or silver or yellow gold?
I think probably silver would look lovely. I mean, I would probably put that with the Botswana agate. I think that's absolutely gorgeous.
Definitely, yes.
But I think silver is traditional, I think, to put with it. If you put antique bronze, it can look a little bit more contemporary, funnily enough. Although you would think that with silver.
Yes,
but
you would.
The antique bronze would make it look quite contemporary, especially if you did some quite chunky beads in between. They would look lovely.
Do you think it would go with the early birds?
I do.
With those really funky earring findings.
I do.
Oh, I'm tempted to try and get one of these off the thing, actually. I don't want to start cutting this strand up, but you know, with the rose gold, yeah. And do you know what, Debbie? I really agree with you there. With the whole antique bronze would make it look more modern, wouldn't it? That's really interesting.
Because I think people now are wearing, you know, every summer out comes the khaki colours and the natural linens and everything else, and it's just like a jungle safari look. Every summer tribal comes in.
Yeah.
And that would give it that sort of look, because you could wear that with your cream or sandy coloured linens with the antique bronze and look absolutely stunning.
Yeah. I think because also it's quite a soft, gentle moonstone. It's not going to give you that bright rainbow shiller that some moonstones give you.
No.
Because it's a little bit more subtle, I think it's a lot more appealing to people who don't necessarily want to wear lots and lots of colour, but you want that kind of brightness of moonstone.
That's right. I think it's absolutely stunning. I love it. I think it's a really... It's like almost like a winter milky white. It's just it's something that you would grab with blacks. If you're wearing black, if you're wearing chocolate, even if you're wearing bright orange,
it's not as harsh as white, is it?
No, it's really nice.
Really lovely strand, this one. Really lovely strand. And I'm so glad to see so many of you coming through and getting 2s and 3s of these. I don't know if you've seen any of Sheila's lace work. Oh my goodness me, it's absolutely beautiful. Sheila and Linda's soutache work as well. Linda has made the most beautiful soutache piece with this gorgeous, what's that backing called? Ultra suede backing.
Yes.
These moonstones with soutache, with vintage lace work, really gorgeous. $9.95, and like I say, it is a special introductory price. $11.95 I personally think was a little bit too low. $9.95 is a special introductory price, but we understand that this moonstone isn't that rainbow shiller, and you know what, just try it out. This is a kind of like a just try it out kind of price. Don't expect rainbow shiller, because it's not going to give you rainbow shiller, but it's going to give you a really beautiful vintage quality. Not everybody wants rainbow shiller. Not everybody wants and feels comfortable wearing those bright rainbow colours. If you want to have that moonstone brightness, but you don't necessarily want to have all that rainbow shiller, Ollie says, I hate rainbows, then this is a great strand for you. It's just that little bit more subtle, but it gives you the brightness of moonstone, but without that rainbow quality. I love it, I think that's great. Carol from Berkshire's coming to get 2, Sandra from Devon's coming to get 2, Olwen in Cumbria's coming to get 2. Oh, Olwen! Oh, fantastic, I haven't seen Olwen for ages. She, did you do a workshop with Olwen? Did you do a workshop with Olwen?
I can't remember, actually. I recognise the name.
Yeah. It's a really unusual name, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's the same Olwen that I'm thinking of, lovely lady. Hello, if you're watching. Irene in Wiltshire is coming to get 2. Margaret in Kent. Kelly from Worcestershire. John and Janet in Wiltshire is coming to get 3. Loads of you. Heidi from Yorkshire is coming to get 2. Great to see you all this morning. Really awesome. Well done. Gorgeous quality. Well done. Awesome. Now. When's the ruby coming up? In the last hour. Tell you what, this is like we've been high-fiving each other this morning over the price we can do for this. High five! Proper Borat style. High five! My favourite quote from Borat, and please nobody get offended by this, because it's not anything that I believe in at all, but I just think it's so disgustingly so disgustingly chauvinistic. It's just so funny. It just makes you laugh. And you know when things are just so awful, it just makes you laugh. And he says, in my country we say letting a woman letting a woman drive a car is like letting a monkey fly a plane. It's so bad. Letting a woman drive a car is like letting a monkey fly a plane. Right. What do you reckon this is?
Oh, dear.
This is green kyanite. What was that, Kerry? You kyanite believe it? You kyanite believe it? It's coming up on today's show. Can't wait to bring you this. It's absolutely astonishing. Really unusual to get this quality of kyanite as well. Coming up in the next hour. Where are we going now? Yeah. Oh, paints. Oh no, we can't do this one. We can't do this bundle. No, no, no. We can't do it. We can't do it. No. Let's move on. Okay. There's blue. There's blue in this bundle. We all know what happens. I think there needs to be some kind of flashing back plasma which says blue alert, blue alert. Blue alert. Okay, okay, okay. These are your fabric paints. What are you doing with that? Just bringing that thing in. What are you? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Right, so you've got your fabric paints here. How do you say the name of this company? Is it Dylan, as in Bob?
Dylon.
Dylon. Oh, I thought it was Dylan. So Dylon. I tell you something. Whenever I have dyed my clothes in the past, as an experimental teenager, Dylon fabric paints have been around for years, haven't they?
Absolutely donkey's years, because I used to have to dye my school shoes.
Dye your school shoes? Really?
Yeah, we had to have a certain colour, and if you got pale brown, you had to dye them chocolate. Oh, it's horrible.
But you used to buy those kind of tablets, and you used to put them in the washing machine with the fabric. Yeah, they've been around for donkey's years. That's a real blast from the past. Now you've got Dylon fabric paints here. We'll talk through what you can use them for in a moment. First of all, though, these are the kind of fabric paints which are, if you want to do a bit of a high street test, if you want to go and test if you want to get a like-for-like price test, you can do it simply and easily with these, okay? Because these are the same Dylon fabric paints that you get from JewelleryMaker as you can get elsewhere, okay? Now, in this bundle, and I'll just kind of turn them sideways so you can see the colour, you are going to be getting, actually I'll take the labels here and put them here. You are going to be getting emerald green, which is a proper emerald green. You've also got this beautiful purple colour. You've also got royal blue, and it's a true royal blue, Ollie. It's not cobalt blue, it's royal blue. We have this conversation every single show. And you've got turquoise as well. Now, Debbie, you have experimented a lot with leather in the past, leather pieces of jewellery, leather accessories. How useful are fabric paints like this when you've got leather?
They're very useful as far as painting onto something like the Vegetan leather, the tooling leather, because you're starting off with a blank canvas.
Right.
But you can also use them to paint onto clay.
Ah.
You can drip them into resin and they'll just pull, which looks really nice actually, if you drip those into resin. So they are really, really useful. And for anyone who likes the sari silks, not that you'd want to do it, but you could sort of do it almost like a batik. If you had the wax and what have you, you can use that for that. So,
do you tend to use a lot of these, or is it a bit like the polymer products? You use very little of them.
Use very, very little of it. Very little of it. And 9 times out of 10, you normally either mix it with another colour. I tend to mix those with the golds or the silvers, just to have like a hint of colour.
Oh, right, okay.
Onto the leathers. to make the leather just look slightly sparkly.
I wonder if you could mix these fabric paints with some of the polymer products that we've got, some of the glitters, some of the.
Never tried it,
but
you could. You probably could. Never tried it.
You can have a go with it if you've got a bit of scrap leather at home or a bit of scrap polymer clay. Why not? Now this has got this bundle has got blue in. It's got 2 blue. Fabric dyes in this, and this is going to go, and green, what green is nature's blue? What are you going on about? What are you trying to, look, it's bad enough there are 2 blue fabric dyes in here, Dion. We all know what happens when Dion sees blue. She goes crazy with the prices. So you're going to be getting emerald green, purple, royal blue, and turquoise. Should we just bring the price on? I think probably should, shouldn't we? Should we just do £9.95? Wow, £9.95p for all 4 pots of Dylon fabric paint here. Absolutely fantastic. And I guess the key is just get really creative with these. Just have a go using these. Now,
you can actually mix those in with the liquid polymer clay that we had, or if we've got Bacon Bond coming in, which is similar. You can mix that in with it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And then you've got like a liquid clay to work with, but that's got a hint of colour.
Isn't that fantastic? These are absolutely awesome. So you've got your 4 pots of polymer, not polymer clay, of Dylon fabric paints here. This is kind of like your blue, purple and green palette. We've got one coming up a little bit later on with more primary colours in, and your black and white as well, which is just fantastic. But as we go throughout the show, if we get a chance to recap these, we will do, because as we show you the leather, and especially the tooling leather, which we've got coming up later on in the show as well, which Debbie says, specifically, these are great to use with the tooling leather, then we will recap this so you can get on the phones back and add this to your order. We've got a text coming through from Samantha, which says, "It's my birthday today! What better way to celebrate than watching the lovely Karen and Debbie whilst baking yummy chocolate cake." Ooh. Ooh. First of all, where's our chocolate cake? That's okay, I'm only joking. We have macaroons. Macaroons? Macaroons. We had macaroons, which Ollie's wife, Vicky, made this morning. They're absolutely delicious, thank you very much. But happy birthday, Samantha. Would you like me to sing happy birthday to you? Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Samantha. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! I sung to my daughter this morning when I got her out of bed. She was went into her bedroom this morning. She was sitting in her cot, clapping her hands, just like, oh. So I sung "Brand New Day" to her. She loved it. Brand new day. It's a brand new day. Brand new day. She's just going, yeah. Not in time, but clapping. She loves that song. Right. First kit, everyone. Here we go. Oh, I'm wearing a necklace that Debbie has made from this. Is it from? Yeah, yes. It's from this kit. Yes. Look at it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gorgeous jewelry. You've got some beautiful wooden beads in this kit as well. Really, really stunning. It's called Swirls and Curls. It's such a lovely, lovely kit, this one. And the pieces that Debbie has made using this kit, and using a couple of little added extras as well. Very, very special indeed. This kit comes in a number of different parts. All will become clear in a couple of seconds, but if you want the chance to use leather in your jewellery, and actually to make pieces which incorporate both gemstones and leather, then this kit is absolutely one for you, okay? Now, in this kit you are going to be getting the most beautiful strand of multicolour crackled agate. Look at this, a really, really awesome strand of multicolour agate. Some of the multicolour agate that we offer you here on Jewellery Maker, some of it is very, very bright, very, very intense. This is a lot more of a kind of a grown-up colour palette that you're going to be getting here, sophisticated colour palette. It's very unusual to get these kind of olive greens in gemstones, whether they're dyed or not. It's very unusual to get olive greens, and kind of olive greens are a wonderful colour to wear, really, whatever kind of complexion or hair colour you have. I know that with my complexion, I've got kind of blondish hair and fairly fair skin. It suits. I suit olive greens, but Debbie also suits olive greens, and it really is one of those colours that just seems to work. So you've got beautiful olive greens here. You've also got rubellite reds in this gorgeous multicolour strand as well. These are proper kind of rubellite reds, or even ruby reds, you know, that kind of Indian ruby Morello cherry kind of colour. This is a proper ruby red. It's really, really gorgeous. So an awesome strand here, very sophisticated indeed. This next strand really changes the look of the agate that I've just shown you. Now, what you've got here is the most beautiful strand. It looks like shell pearl, doesn't it? Because you're looking at what appears to be almost perfectly round pearls. So this has got to be shell pearl, yeah? No. Genuine, freshwater, cultured pearls. I know that that may sound incredible, but these are not shell pearls. These are, believe it or believe it not, these are genuine freshwater cultured pearls. This has got to be one of the most beautiful strands of pearls I've bought you here on Jewellery Maker over the last few weeks. They aren't perfect rounds. On closer inspection, they aren't perfect rounds. They're kind of, some of these are kind of like egg shapes and kind of a little bit oval as well. They are just beautiful because it's more than a champagne pearl. We bought you champagne pearls, champagne colour pearls in the past, which are really, really lovely, but these have got even more of a pinky quality and a peachy quality. They're absolutely beautiful. If this was a strand of genuine freshwater culture pearls, which were perfect rounds, you'd definitely be looking over triple figures for this strand, because some of these are slightly more oval, and they're not potato pearls because they're not kind of that potato shape. They're a lot rounder than that. They're just gorgeous, and you've got pretty much a completely uniform strand here, which is very, very unusual for genuine freshwater culture pearls. That strand there is very, very special indeed. And can you see how it kind of lifts the strand of agate next to it? It's beautiful. You're going to love how Debbie set this into her jewellery. And then your third and final strand, beautiful elongated irregular tubes of tiger ebony wood. Now, tiger ebony wood is inherently very, very soft. It's kind of satiny to touch. Really, really beautiful. It's very, very dark indeed, as ebony is. However, you can still see that grain of wood. You can still see that, oh, look at that beautiful quality. Isn't it gorgeous? That beautiful grain of wood going through these beautiful beads, but very, very smooth and very, very dark. Now, those three strands together look amazing. They really, really are gorgeous. You're also going to be getting findings here. Antique bronze plated copper findings. Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous findings pack, this one. You're going to be getting a whole selection of 115 findings, including a metre of chain. You're going to be getting head pins. You're going to be getting this gorgeous flower connector. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? The most gorgeous flower connector clasp. You're also going to be getting this wonderful quality chain. Love, 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 love this. A metre of this chain, that counts as one finding. So look at it as 115 findings, or a metre of chain plus 114 findings. You know, that is just incredible, isn't it? And also to go with this kit is something very, very special. This is like gold dust. You cannot get this for love nor money at the minute on Jewellery Maker. I don't know how on earth we've managed to get this in this kit. Believe it or believe it not, you've got 10 metres of antique bronze coloured copper wire, already one of our biggest selling colours of wire. It's 1.25 millimetres in gauge. This is like the ultimate wire, the ultimate wire. There is so much you can do with 1.25 millimetre gauge wire. It is one of the thickest gauge wires that we can offer you, not as thick as the 1.5 mil gauge wire, which is the thickest gauge of wire that we can offer you, but it's got the most incredible strength to it. It makes the most beautiful frames. You can make the most gorgeous bangles with it, make the most wonderful brooches, make the most wonderful pins, hat pins, hair pins with it. It really is the wire of choice for so many guest designers. Now, all of this together, and you are going to see some beautiful pieces of jewellery that Debbie has made, not just using this kit, but also with leather. We've got some leather coming up, and if you want to start using leather in your jewellery, this is the kit to get, because you are going to love the pieces that Debbie has made. Today, a fantastic price is just around the corner for this kit, because we understand that a lot of you are probably going to want to start using leather with this kit, because you're going to see some pieces of jewellery that Debbie's made from this kit which uses leather. So we price this accordingly. We really have gone as low as we possibly can. Today, for everything here, an incredible price point for you, okay? Here it is. $27.95. It's great, isn't it? But you know what? We are going to go down even more. We want you to save. We want you to save when you come in to get this kit. Now, at this price here, £24.75, you are saving yourself £20. If you were to buy everything in this kit, the findings, the 3 strands, that idyllic strand of pearls, if you were to buy everything from this kit today from our website separately, you would be paying £44.75. So that is a saving of £20. So £20 lower than what you would be paying if you bought everything separately here. First of all, Debbie, did you make this kit?
Yes.
How on earth did you get hold of the 1 1/4 millimetre wire?
It's naughty.
Who did you have to bribe?
No, it was just sitting there. It was just sitting there, so
Whatever.
I had it. Just lovely. Lovely to work with. What was your
inspiration when you were making this kit, when you were putting this kit together?
I wanted to do something quite substantial with the tooling leather. So I knew I had to have some beads that were quite chunky, and I knew I had the bronze fabric dye, so I thought that would go well. And then I saw a design of like pea pods hanging. Somebody had done polymer clay and done like little pea pods, and I thought, now I could do something with the leather. And I just thought the black dye, which is coming up later, that with the pearls would look really stunning. So that's where the idea came. The
pearls in this kit are absolutely beautiful, and you're right, Debbie, they do look like little pods. They remind me a little bit actually of cocoa beans.
Yes.
When you see kind of cocoa beans and cocoa pods, they are it's such a striking piece of jewellery. It's such a striking, and the pearls are pretty much perfect rounds, aren't they? They're beautiful.
They are, but even though the leather is quite heavy and substantial, the pearls still go, I think.
They really do, don't they? But this is like the River Thames almost. It's absolutely beautiful. I love what you've done here.
Thank you.
It works, it fits. As you can see, Debbie has put this kit together with the leather in mind, with making the gemstones and the leather work together. I think if the gemstones were smaller, I don't think this necklace would have worked.
No, it definitely wouldn't go. And that's why I wanted the thick wire as well to go through it, to hold the shape. I just think it went. I also think if the gemstones were a brighter colour, I don't think it would have worked. It works because of, Debbie has really thought about putting this kit together and thought, do you know what, I've got a design idea in my head. This is how I want it to look, and it works beautifully. The wooden beads. Tell me about the wooden beads, Debbie. I love the wooden beads, and every time we get them in, they seem to come in and go out. They're so soft and silky and shiny. They're not like wooden beads that you buy in anywhere else from a hobby shop or something. They are so silky. So they've been polished and polished and polished like a really old piece of furniture, It's exactly what it is, and they're fantastic for this time of year, aren't they, as well? They are, they're beautiful. And I just think it just went with the leather. I think the two of them went together.
This is how to create mixed media pieces, but in a very, very simple way. You don't have to go down that kind of, you don't have to have a special skill set or own something very, very specific tool to do your mixed media pieces. It can be really, really simple, and Debbie's going to show us just how simple it is. I need to make you aware of the fact that we've got the tooling leather coming up on today's show. We've also got leather sheets, we've got the glue, we've got the leather DVD, we've got lots and lots of leather related products on today's show. So when you're watching this next Debbie's first technique, you will be able to get pretty much all the products that Debbie's using today. Right, Debbie?
Okay. Right, don't be scared of this leather. Please don't be scared of it, because so I've been making bracelets for quite a few years now, and when I first started I was a bit nervous about doing leather, but please don't worry. And you don't need any fancy things, you just need a craft knife, to be honest, and a metal rule and a self-healing mat, which I think people who do craft normally have got those.
If you do paper craft, you'll have all of these things already.
Absolutely. So what I did first of all to make the swirly necklace was to take a piece of leather, and you get 2 huge sheets of leather, and this is what's left from doing all of those necklaces, and I haven't touched the second sheet.
Oh, wow.
So it does go a long, long way. And I need to cut a strip. So I'm just going to cut a strip very, very quickly, and you'll see that the craft knife does go through this. You don't need any, you know, really, really heavy duty. Butter. You need to do it 2 or 3 times, but it does go through quite easily. There you go, it's gone through now.
So,
there.
hang on, so this swirly necklace is just made from strips of leather?
Just strips. It's just strips of leather that's then, the holes are put into it.
But it looks so couture, it looks like something from Vivienne Westwood's collection. Yes. It looks it's so stylish. It does.
Then you need some water. Now, let me give you a tip. I've just got cool water here. The hotter the water, the firmer the leather will go. In fact, if you've got a little scrap left, it's fascinating. Kids love doing this, but don't let them touch the water, for goodness sake. Get some boiling water, put it into a bowl, and drop a piece of leather in.
What happens?
And it will completely shrink to almost 1/3 of the size, if not less. And when it's dry, you'll be able to crack it like a piece of wood. So the hotter the water, the more brittle and the harder the leather will go.
That's awesome.
All right. So if you want something really, really fun, that's where you can get leather trinket bowls and things. And if you put that into really hot water and use rubber gloves and just push your hand in the middle and mould it, you can make the most fabulous bowls that when you use the different dyes, it looks like wood. It's fascinating.
Wow.
So you pop that in the water, and I don't know whether the camera can pick this up, but can you see bubbles? Can you see those bubbles?
Yeah.
Probably not. You probably can't see them. It actually hisses.
Just doing a little sound effect for you.
Yeah, it really does. Thank you, Carol. It actually makes a hissing noise and it bubbles, and when that stops, you'll find that the leather's gone a bit slimy.
This is like a science lesson.
Oh yes, get the Bunsen burners
it's like
out.
When you go outside and you're wearing a pair of leather shoes and you tread in a puddle, it goes a little bit. Ah, yeah.
When those bubbles stop and it's absorbed all the water, it means that it's sort of ready, and it does go. It's quite slimy. Now I know that people at home can't do this, but Carol, if you feel that a minute while it's still wet, feel that against that. It is different.
Yeah,
it's a different feel. It's a completely different feel. So if I move that to one side, it's now gone from being quite firm.
Oh, I love the smell.
From being quite firm, as you can see here, to being
really
completely
malleable.
And you can put it into whatever shape you want. If you just want a twisted necklace around some memory wire, and it will stay.
I can see why you love this.
You don't need to do anything to it. Now, for me to do my swirls, and I'm just going to show you how to do the pendant version of it, because it's the same thing, really, it's the same technique. Put this into the shape that you want. So if you think, okay, I want to put this into a curl, and then I want to do it like I've done, like a letter S, okay?
How long have you got to work with that leather for?
Oh, it's ages.
Really?
Half an hour or so before it starts to dry out. And then you need to mark where you want your holes to be. So you can either use a pencil and just pop little dots on it and know where you want your holes to be. Now later in the show we're going to give you the opportunity to buy one of these. You can use a brad awl, but you don't get a very neat hole. So it's better to use the proper hole punch, and you have different size holes here, and you just turn it to whatever size hole that you need. Just
so you know, the details on your screen at the minute are for the light tan tooling leather. Sorry to interrupt you, Debbie. We've got lots of people waiting on the phone to see how low we're going to go with this. This is your sheet of leather. You've managed to make all of these pieces using this leather sheet, and you've got
that left
over.
Yeah,
that's a lot of leather that's still left over. That's just incredible. So this is your awesome tooling leather. It's really nice and thick, and as Debbie says, and is showing us, when you put it with that when you put it with that cool fresh water, it goes really beautiful and soft. Sorry, Debbie. Yes.
It's okay. So when you've marked where you want the holes, just line up the hole punch. This probably won't go through quite as well because it's still wet. It needs to be dry, really. And you can hear that click. Okay, turn the leather around to make sure you've made a proper hole all the way through, and then take it off.
I was envisaging having to sit there for ages and kind of drilling away at that. That's
if you
really
use a bradawl,
simple.
you don't get a very nice hole, so it's better to use the hole punch. And then once you've put your holes where you've marked, you can then thread it. Now, what I did was, before we came on air, was make the holes in my design, and the gemstones that I've got here, it's not going to be the same as the pendant, but the gemstones have got very large holes. So even though this wire is extremely thick, it will still go through. So you can put, obviously there's only one gemstone, but you can put 2 or 3 gemstones on there and then make your, you know, funky pendants or have that as part of a necklace to start.
So Debbie, once the leather dries out, it stays in that, that shape?
It stays in that shape, yes.
That's incredible, isn't it?
You can wrap them around jam jars and make, you know, these really nice bracelets that kids like, you know, and that's why I think this is really good, because even if you haven't got the Sam Brown studs, which is on a bracelet over there, it's like a little stud, you can just put some cord through and do a macrame fastening.
Absolutely.
And paint them all the different colours of the fabric paints, and then just sell them on your craft stand as lots of different coloured leather bracelets. I mean, it looks fabulous. If I show you the paint on this, I mean, this is still a bit damp because I did this before we came on air, but you can see that this is the colour of the leather.
So these are the fabric paints. We've got some more fabric paints coming up on today's show, just to let you know as well.
That? And that's all you do. You paint it on and paint it on the edge. You can get special edge paint, but really for this I just wanted it quite rough. I think it looks really nice with the leather and with the wood. But that's all you do. You just paint the colours on. Now can you imagine on your craft stall having blue, yellow, red bands like this? I mean,
gorgeous.
Kids would go bananas for this.
They would, yeah.
Or even just punch lots of different size holes through as a pattern.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? Fabulous. I guarantee they'll sell, and there's something different that no one else has got. I think it's really, really good.
And I suppose depending which side of the leather you paint on, you're going to get, do you get a different effect?
You do actually. If I paint it on the other side, you'll see it's quite dark. It's almost like a shadow, but it still looks good. You see that you do different texture, so you get 2 textures on one side or the other.
It looks sparkly, doesn't it?
It does.
Now,
it's fabulous.
Now on the screen you've got the light tan tooling leather, which is $15.95 for an entire sheet. I don't know what price I was expecting that to be, Debbie, but that's incredible, isn't it?
It is, because if you make lots of bracelets, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 25 bracelets out of that, at least.
At least. And sell them for what, a $5 a go maybe? I mean, you would probably want to sell them for more than that, but that's incredible. We've got the paint here that Debbie's just been using. Now this is going to be a little. This is literally going to be an on-off price because the price is extremely low. Bronze coloured dyed-on fabric paint. To go with this kit, absolutely beautiful. That's the reason why we bring it to you. There it is. That's your price point. Just get it. Just add it to your order. It's a silly price point. But just do add it to your order, because to go with this kit, to go with the findings in this kit, to go with the gemstones and findings in this kit, it looks wonderful. And as you can see, Debbie's used it to such great effect.
If anybody's got the letter stamps as well, when it's wet, stamp people's names. You can have stamp people's names on the bracelets.
Oh, lovely idea. Is this been made using the leather, Debbie?
Yes, they're just like little leaves, really, just little ovals that I've cut and then soaked in water and twisted, so they look like little leaves.
They're beautiful. It almost looks like polymer clay, doesn't it?
It does actually, yes.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Well, you can combine this. I'm doing one at the moment with the swirls that I'm combining the twist of polymer through it. So
that's taking mixed media jewellery just to the next level. This is such a great kit. Loads and loads and loads of you have come through to get this, which is wonderful. And lots of you who are coming through to get the kit are also getting the leather. If you do want to get the paint as well, which is just $3.95, then please do. And a couple of you have multi-bought this kit as well, because it is fantastic. Do add the leather onto your order, and you can get pieces of jewellery that look like this. It's beautiful, it's mixed media, it's fantastic. Let's go and see some of your jewellery on the Wall of Fame.
say, we've got fashion as well on this one. I like this. This is number 35, and this is from Catherine in a bright and sunny Doncaster, it says here.
Oh, lovely.
So I saw these 3 shell strands which came with cord on a late show when I've been browsing the web looking for something else. The timing of their arrival couldn't have been better. After a couple of busy weeks at work and a tiring day, I needed something to brighten, cheery and summery. I made myself this necklace to go with the dress shown, and my colleagues liked it so much when I wore it to work yesterday that I've promised to make another 2 so they can have one. It's very simple but obviously effective and cheered us all up. We all have similar necklaces, but each will be unique, as mine has 8 of the blue and black shell and 4 each of the others. So I'll do one with 8 pink and 1 white and 8 of the plain blue. And I've already, and I'm off today so I can watch the morning show. It says that's from Catherine in sunny Doncaster. That is lovely.
So that
is simple.
That is a classic case, isn't it?
Absolutely. Simple, and you'll wear it and wear it and wear it.
I think that looks great.
Beautiful.
Number 38 here, lovely piece, sent in by Karen, who's from Stroud. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a torque necklace with blue copper wire, with the main flower being made using blue-coated hematite, both from JewelleryMaker, with coloured quartz from my stash to make the bouquet. It took quite a long time to make, but really worth it. People are amazed when I say that I made it. I bet they are. It makes you feel great as well, doesn't it? I just want to say a huge thank you to all the guest designers for giving me so much inspiration, and to the wonderful presenters who always make me laugh. Good luck to everyone, and that's from Karen in Stroud. Karen, there is nothing like the feeling of somebody giving you a compliment about something that you've made, whether it's a meal that you've cooked, whether it's a piece of jewellery that you've made, or a hat that you've made. There's nothing like that feeling, and that is really beautiful jewellery.
That's a sense of achievement, isn't it? It's lovely.
Absolutely.
This is number 36. I like this.
Oh, that is so Debbie Bulford.
So me. This is from Chris. So I've noticed you have a lot of magnesite lately on the show, so I thought I'd send a photograph of my magnesite necklace. It's quite a statement piece. Lovely for the summer with a maxi dress. Loving the new findings. Hope to buy some soon. Lots of love from Chris. That is lovely. That is really nice. I like that.
That is beautiful. I've got a lovely entry here from, which is number 39, from Debbie H, who says, "Hi all at JewelleryMaker Towers. This week I thought I'd try something different again. Very spring. All products are from JewelleryMaker as usual. Good luck for all to all in this week's draw." And that's from Debbie H. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love how that sits around your neckline. That's just gorgeous. Enjoy wearing that one. That's beautiful. Stunning.
Very nice. This is number 37. Look at that picture. It's felt.
Oh, that's incredible.
Isn't it fabulous?
With the little shapers.
Yes. It says, "Hi all, this is from Vincenza."
What a lovely name.
This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame using lovely merino wool from JM. I finished the brooch off with a wire border and sewed a brooch pin on the back. This is my present for a friend in a jewellery making group I'm in. I couldn't resist putting some sheep in the picture as there are so many in Wales. Loads of love from Vincenza. That is just gorgeous. I love this sheep.
That's gorgeous. Has she done little eyes for them as well? That's so sweet.
That's really clever.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Thank you very much. Right, what's coming up next, Lovey? Or has Dion disappeared to the car park because we've just crowbarred open the fire escape so we can get a bit of sunlight in? Green kyanite. Honestly, I could look at this gemstone all day. I absolutely adore it. Do not go anywhere. You're about to see one of the best deals of the weekend.
Come and join resident designer Linda as she guides you through various techniques in soutache. Get creative with this exciting medium and learn how to braid with round gemstones, how to set and wrap a cabochon, and how to make a back piece with ultra suede backing. The full course includes a selection of gemstones, soutache cord and ultra suede backing, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and gemstone museum, and a chance to visit our shop. And all for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Oh my word. This is like, I tell you something, the last couple of days I've been at work, I've had some of my favourite gemstones on the show. I got the chance on Thursday to auction natural turquoise, which I just absolutely loved. Today I've got the chance to bring you genuine green kyanite. I love it. Do you know something? When you learn about gemstones, as I've done over the last kind of 5-6 years, there are certain gemstones which stick out in your memory. There are certain gemstones where the whole story is fascinating about them, and where they're from is it fascinates you, and you want to learn more. You want to really, really learn more about this incredible gemstone, whatever it is. Some of those gemstones for me are gemstones like turquoise. I love the legend behind it, you know, the importance of the gemstone, the significance of the gemstone to the lives of millions of Native Americans. Same with zircon, about how incredibly old it is. You know, it's a fascinating gemstone. It's in many cases rarer than diamonds. And then there are gemstones like kyanite. And for me, kyanite, it makes me think of its location, where we typically get this gemstone from. I doubt there's anybody watching who has ever climbed Mount Everest. Only a handful of people ever have. This gemstone literally comes from the rooftop of the world. Literally, you know, this gemstone comes from that Himalayan backdrop. Whenever I look at this gem, whatever quality it is, whether it's bead quality or what we've got here, which is pretty much gem quality, I always think of its location. This example of green kyanite is all the way from Nepal. Think of Mount Everest. Think of the Himalayan backdrop that dominates that incredibly beautiful, what can be quite a desolate landscape. This incredible gemstone literally mined at the rooftop of the world. It's a fascinating gemstone. The majority of kyanite we bring you here on Jewellery Maker is bead quality, and there's a really good reason for that. It forms, when this gemstone forms, it literally forms like a deck of cards. So it forms in layers like a deck of cards. And if you can imagine, if you were to get a book, I'm just looking for a book, I don't think we got one here. Actually, I can use this as an example. So imagine that the gemstone is forming in layers like this, okay? So layers and layers and layers of kyanite, yeah? Once you start to facet this gemstone, it can be very, very easily destroyed, okay? Because if you can imagine faceting a gemstone and you're to facet it incorrectly and you're to strike it just at the wrong point, it's gonna break. It's going to split in two, it's going to break, which is why only a tiny percentage of kyanite, gem quality kyanite I'm saying, either has clarity, and if it has clarity, is faceted. Only a tiny percent of kyanite that is mined is gem quality, and an even smaller amount of that that's gem quality is faceted, which is why this strand is so special, because you are going to be getting clarity in kyanite, which is very, very special indeed, and it's also faceted. Now, there are many, many blue gemstones out there which I absolutely love. This isn't a true blue, this is like a greeny blue, it's like a teal blue. The only other gemstone I can think of which has this strength and this particular type of colour is a genuine, natural blue diamond. And you can love this gemstone strand for any reason you want. You can love it for the fact that it's from Nepal and it's literally mined at the rooftops of the world. You can love it because we've managed to bring you a strand of pretty much gem quality, faceted green kyanite. Or you can love the fact that it looks almost exactly like a strand of natural blue diamonds. I think it's a tremendous gemstone, an absolutely tremendous gemstone. We've got a collection on our sister channels called Manhattan Diamonds, which is all about coloured diamonds. If you look at a Manhattan diamond ring, necklace, pair of earrings, whatever you look at, the blue diamond quality looks exactly like this. It's like a teal green. It's a very unusual gemstone. It's a very spiritual gemstone. It's got a lot of myth and legend attached to it. The price point, I think, is tremendous for this incredible gem. Very unusual to get this quality of kyanite, even more unusual to get a faceted quality, and you're getting a strand that looks like a strand, I believe, of blue diamonds. Is this the kind of price point you would expect for green kyanite? Because it's incredible. It is absolutely out of this world. I love it. Absolutely love it. And this could be one of those opportunities which we only bring you a couple of times a year, because I haven't seen green kyanite on Jewellery Maker for ages. I can't actually recall the last time, if ever, I've bought you kyanite of this quality. We bought you chips of kyanite before, which are great, they're absolutely fantastic. And if you're looking for a beautiful blue gemstone or a beautiful green gemstone which hasn't got clarity, but it's got a lovely strength of colour, and you can see the physical formation of the gemstone, you can see those layers and shards inside the gem, then great. But this is different. This is taking kyanite to the next level. This is the kind of kyanite we would set into earrings, into necklaces, into bracelets, and we would set it with silver or with gold. Now, in a pair of earrings, let's say 6 gemstones are used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, that is 6 gemstones there. Surely that is a pair of earrings that you could sell for 20, 30 pounds, surely. Do a bit of reading on this gemstone as well. Find out the myth and legend attached to this gemstone. Kyanite literally means blue stone. Kyanite coming from the Greek word kynos, which means blue. It literally means blue stone. There are very few gemstones which are actually named after the colour that they are. And the fact that you're getting this green variety of kyanite, but it isn't green, it's like a greeny blue, it's like a teal green. It's so unusual. One of the more unusual gemstones that we have here on Jewellery Maker, and a true gem for connoisseurs. Really, really beautiful there. Stunning. Now, tons and tons and tons still on today's show. Can I show you the ruby again? Literally, we've been high-fiving each other all morning about this. Woo, woo, high five. I'm trying to teach my daughter how to high five. She just looks at me like I'm crackers. Hattie, high five, high five. High five, Hattie. Don't let me hang in. High five. She just goes. She hasn't got a clue. High five. Come on, Hattie. High five. Bit of biscuit hanging out her mouth. Yeah, she doesn't have a clue. We've also got Sapphire coming up as well. Faceted ovals of Sapphire. Ollie, who was directing today, I picked out this strand this morning saying, this is absolutely beautiful. Scott, who's our manager, who's actually upstairs, said, have you seen the Sapphire you've got on today's show? It is stunning, stunning, stunning. Amazing quality. That's coming up a little bit later on the show as well. But first, brand new. Oh, text. Here we go. This is from Lee. older men sitting on British beaches with knotted hankies on their heads. That is a fashion faux pas. If you have a fashion faux pas, whether it's you or whether it's something which you've seen, then please do text in. We'd love to hear from you today. We've had another one here, fashion faux pas, and I include my partner here. Oh dear, Carol's being very controversial here. Middle-aged men in replica football shirts. I wouldn't know what was a replica football shirt. I've got so, and I'm really going to make myself unpopular here, I've got so little interest in football, I wouldn't know what was real and what wasn't.
Well, I wouldn't either, but I agree. I
cannot stand football. Is it like a t-shirt with a football shirt with a badge hanging off?
It's just a middle-aged men in football shirts, really, other than a football ground. Sorry, made myself very unpopular there.
I know. I think we should probably get off this subject.
Yeah.
Please just send us a text. We'd love to hear from you. Which one, Libby?
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, brilliant. Now, this isn't new, is it? I thought the silver ones, but the silver ones are new as well. Cass, can I have a blackboard, please? Lovely. Now, we bought the early bird special, which were rose gold plated copper. Thank you, lovely. Earring findings. How about something brand new here? Brand new items. It's a brand new item. Brand new item. Oh, it's a brand new item. This is a selection of yellow gold plated copper toggle clasps, and they are brand new, baby. Now, these are going to be very, very popular. We have die-hard Jewellery Maker fans watching every single day here on Jewellery Maker. Die hard. And these die-hard fans will literally get involved on the web, on the phone lines, as soon as they hear the words brand new. This is brand new. Already, I've got lots of you coming through on the web and the phone lines for this already, okay? Yellow gold plated copper toggle clasps. These are brushed. I love the finish on these. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Now, Debbie made a really good point before the show, actually, saying, you know, why not use these as pendants? You know, you don't have to use them as toggle clasps. Do you know what, Debbie? You're right. Using something like this, having a little tassel coming out the bottom of it, maybe. They're so pretty, aren't they?
Oh, they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I just would hate to hide them at the back of your neck or underneath your wrist. I think they should be seen. Yeah. They're beautiful.
How many times, how often, Debbie, when as a guest designer, how often do you get questions from jewellery makers about how to finish pieces off?
Quite often by email at home. Yes, I do. Yes, and it does make a difference. It makes a big difference.
Doesn't it just?
You can have a very plain strand of beautiful gemstones, put a stunning clasp on, and you'll sell it. Just put a little bolt ring clasp on and people walk past.
It is like, and Debbie is so right here, if I can kind of put it into layman's terms here, you've got a beautiful photo of a loved one, you know, a loved one who might have passed away, maybe a photo of the dog, maybe a photo of you on holiday, and it's a really, really beautiful photo. You've got a lovely printout of it. We've all got photos like that, yeah? Okay, what looks more beautiful, okay? That photo stuck on the fridge with a magnet, and it's all curled around the edges and it falls off and then you walk on it and you know, all that kind of stuff. Or that photo in a beautiful frame on the mantelpiece or in the hallway, on your bedside table. What looks more beautiful? And using clasps like this is exactly the same. Finishing touches often make the difference between a great piece of jewellery and a fantastic piece of jewellery. The way that a beautiful dress is finished off, you know, if you can see the zip and you can see all the workings, you know, it doesn't look that great. If the way that it's been tailored, you know, the zip has been kind of hidden and you know, the lines are really beautiful, it looks wonderful. It's all about finishing touches. And as Debbie quite rightly says, even a simple necklace, a single strand necklace, just of black onyx or agate, doesn't even have to be gemstones. If you finish it off with a really beautiful clasp, it's the difference between having a great piece of jewellery and a fantastic looking piece of jewellery. Now you're getting five of these clasps here, this gorgeous square clasp. Love this one. I think it might be my favourite actually. Gorgeous toggle clasp, this one. You're going to be getting 5 of this beautiful kind of melted heart, very similar. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? And can I mention a kind of a brand name? Can I mention a brand name? Very similar to the Elsa Peretti heart design that Tiffany's sell. I mean, you can think about how Links of London finish off their designs, or how Thomas Sabo finish off their designs. But you know, these are the kind of iconic designs that can really iconic finishing touches which can really set you apart from other jewellery makers. You're also going to be getting 5 of these beautiful little floral clasps as well. Think outside the box, so you don't have to use them as clasps. You can use them as earring findings, as little connectors, or as pendants. Now, tons of you coming through on the phone lines. Again, do you know what? And I'm going to say it again because today is so true of today. Your names are going off the screen. If I can just give you a bit of a heads up, I've got telephone bidder, web 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 bidder, telephone bidder, web bidder, telephone bidder, web bidder, telephone bidder, web bidder, web bidder, web bidder, telephone bidder, telephone bidder, web bidder, web bidder, web bidder, web bidder, web bidder, web bidder, telephone bidder, telephone bidder. That there is a reason why there are so many web bidders coming through. It's because they can see the price already. This is your deal. Oh, $8.95 for all of these clasps. Now, 5 of these, 5 of these, 5 of these. That's 15 clasps in total. That's 15 necklaces that you can finish off beautifully. 15 bracelets that you can finish off beautifully. 15 pendants that you can, 15 pendants that you can now sell with just a little bit of chain coming off the bottom there, making a little tassel, maybe with a gemstone dangling from it, and you can sell each of them for a £5. Each of them for £1, and you're still going to make money. $8.95 for 15 clasps. These are gold plated. They're precious metal plated copper as well. Please don't forget that. And the brushed finish is gorgeous. Now, we did a bit of research before the show today. We did a bit of research before the show today. I went on the internet and I actually looked for silver plated copper toggle clasps. And I saw a pack of, and go on the internet and do a bit of research, I saw a pack of 2, I think they were square, 2 square toggle clasps, almost identical to these 2, apart from they were silver plated copper. 2 of these, £1.19. Or you can get 15 clasps for $8.95. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. But honestly, we want to be your one-stop shop for jewellery, for everything Jewellery Maker related, which is why we offer you these prices, which is why we offer you deals like this. Now, we have got some more coming up on today's show in silver-plated copper. We have got silver-plated copper. We've had a couple of texts in from people saying, have you got silver-plated designs as well? We do. They are going to be coming up later on in the show, and they are brand new. Look at the kind of quantity that we've got here, but look how quickly that quantity is going down. It's incredible, isn't it? Wouldn't it be nice to mix up all the metals that we've got today, Debbie, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Actually. See, I would use those as like little memory charms that you could put little tiny photos in. Or,
oh, what a gorgeous idea!
Because a lot of jackets now, you'll find a lot of jewellery have got zips on them again. Remember a couple of years ago, there was lots of bracelets actually using zips.
Yeah.
Well, that's coming back in. For the autumn, and there's a lot of epaulets and medals and things. I mean, they look like medals, don't they?
They do, yes. Yeah. Yes, if you kind of hang them like that, they look like, hang them like that, they look like little medals, don't they?
They do.
I like the idea of putting little photos on them.
Yeah, tiny little ones in the middle.
Isn't that lovely? Mm. And again, it's kind of going back to that kind of vintage kind of locket, keepsake kind of
which is
theme,
really
isn't
big.
It?
There's lots of things, you know, there's little glass vials coming in that you can put little scrolls in, and come the winter there's loads of things like that. There's loads of things in the shop.
It's quite American, isn't it? It's kind of like a take on almost scrapbooking, isn't it? And kind of keepsakes and things like that.
Yeah, very much so.
It's big business in America, isn't it? Making your own keepsake boxes and trinket boxes and memory boxes. Yeah. And things like this really do tie in beautifully with that. We've got less than 100 of these left. Really, really fantastic. And I'm so pleased to see we've got people from all over the country getting involved with this. A lot of you are multi-buying this. 15 clasps, 15 toggle clasps for under £9. Now, if you get this home and you do a bit of a high street test, I spent, 5 minutes doing a bit of a high street test. Just going on the internet, typing into a search engine, silver-plated copper toggle clasps. And I found 2 toggle clasps, these almost identical to these, on a very well-known auction site for £1.19. Personally, I think that's a really good price. But knowing what I know about Jewellery Maker, I knew that we could do a better deal, which we have. You know, it really is up to you. If you're not completely satisfied, send it back to us. We will give you your money back. Incredible, isn't it? And these are the kind of designs, you know, Debbie's talking about what's coming in this autumn and winter. You want to be kind of ahead of the trend, and you will be seeing designs like this. I'm almost certain of it in places like Topshop and H&M, and their jewelry's great, but it's not yellow gold plated. You know, it's costume jewelry. It's the kind of jewelry that Debbie uses as blanks to put leather over the top. You know, it's just a base. It's nothing. This. Disrespect the jewellery. I don't know, but this is yellow gold plated. This is precious metal plated. Tons of you coming through on the phones and the web there. That's great to see. We started off with such an enormous quantity. Less than 90 left now. Well done. That's great. Loving all these clasps today. Got some more coming up. Don't forget in silver plated copper. Woo! Yeah. We've rebelled today. We've opened the fire exit. Can Kerry show that? I don't know whether we can actually, but we can turn the camera around. We've actually turned, because the gallery, which Ollie and Dion sit in, is literally a pitch black room. So they can concentrate and all that kind of stuff. We've literally, Dion is dancing in front of the open fire escape. She phoned the security hut and said, guys, I'm going to open the fire exit and there's nothing you can do to stop me because it's all alarmed. So I said, okay, we'll turn it off for a couple of... Oh, there's Cassie coming back in from outside, sunning herself. Then, hey! So we've literally got fresh air coming through the door. It's everyone's got a real spring in their step. I love a bit of sunshine. Have you got any barbecues lined up for this weekend, Debbie?
Don't. At 1 o'clock, I have quite a number of 19-year-olds arriving at my door when I'm not there. And my son is arranging a barbecue as we speak, and no doubt it's going to be at least 20-odd by the time we get home.
I hope they're not going to be drinking alcohol,
Probably
Debbie.
not. Probably, I don't know, some of them are driving, but, you know, I think I'll stay here for the afternoon.
I think that's probably a good idea, Debbie.
No, not really.
Oh, you've got to go home and cook it all.
No, they're doing it.
Oh, are they?
Oh, yeah, they're doing it.
Goodness me. There you go. Right. Brand new kiss, everyone. There's a very special strand in here, which I'm not going to show you yet. About that. Now, lovely, lovely kit, this one. Oh, I've got some more beautiful wooden beads in this. More beautiful wooden beads. These feel in... I've just broken the strand. These feel amazing. I'm sorry. Literally, it's so jam-packed. I just went like that, and sorry, there's a few beads here. If anybody wants them, I love it. Beautiful tiger ebony wood donuts. Look at the size of the holes going through the centre. They're enormous. Get your leather cord through there, couldn't you? Get your leather cords or your suede cord. Wouldn't it be great if there was leather cord with this kit? Oh, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Anyway, we can only dream of that, obviously. Also, awesome strands here, like pebbles on a beach. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, look at the colours here. You're going to be getting brilliant white. You're going to be getting gorgeous stones. This is all medium. These are described as medium nuggets. Some of these are absolutely enormous. It is white agate, though, that you're going to be getting here. But some of these are absolutely gigantic. Some of these are a little bit smaller as well. They're really, really pretty, aren't they? Gorgeous, pure whites, stone colours, creams, really going well and contrasting with the wooden beads. And quite often in the jewellery world, opposites attract, as Paula Abdul once said. Her with that cat. That was a weird music video, wasn't it? But anyway, so you've got these two beautiful genuine strands. Now, there is a third strand in this kit. This is amazing. Can you just confirm where this amethyst is from, please? We're just going to find out where this amethyst is from. Is it African? No. Right. Brazilian amethyst. Now that is really... Okay, that's really surprised me. Looking at this strand of amethyst, I would have put money on this being from Africa because of its depth of colour. Look at this. Because of its depth of colour. I would have said, yeah, that is definitely African or Coloma mine amethyst all the way from Zambia. I would have put money on that. This is actually Brazilian amethyst. This will undoubtedly be from an area like the Minas Gerais region of Brazil, famed for its quality of amethyst. This is the kind of amethyst that would have been formed probably around about 50 to 60 million years ago. We're talking Jurassic era. And this incredible gemstone would have formed in geodes over 50 or 60 million years ago. As far as locations go for amethyst, Brazil, many experts believe to be like the original location for amethyst and the best location for amethyst. It's the gemstone which Brazil pretty much is most famous for. To be able to bring you genuine Brazilian amethyst of this colour with this depth of colour, because Brazilian amethyst isn't always this dark. It's normally a lot lighter. A lot of our lighter amethyst will be from Brazil. To be able to bring you not only Brazilian amethyst, but this depth of colour of Brazilian amethyst is very, very special indeed. That is awesome. Real black currant colours there. Love this faceting as well. It's just irregular facets of gorgeous amethyst here. Now, with this kit, you're also going to be getting a threading pack, monofilament beading thread and elastic. Okay. You are also going to be getting 115. This is our newest findings pack, isn't it? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. This is our rose gold plated copper findings pack. Now, I want to show you the chain in this because it is the most beautiful chain. It's a proper Figaro chain. When we had Gemma Crow on the show, who's one of our guest designers, the other day, she was going on and on and on and on and on about this chain. It is. She wouldn't stop talking about it. It is absolutely beautiful, though. Debbie, are you as much of a fan of this chain as Gemma?
I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It really is. It looks so much more expensive and more classic. And
yeah,
it's
it does.
Lovely.
And do you know what? It's funny because really all that's different about this chain is just the links. You're going to be getting large oval links and then smaller links. It's kind of like a cross between a Figaro chain and almost like a diamond cut chain. It's so beautiful. And as Debbie says, it looks so much more expensive than any of the other chains we've ever had in our findings packs. Now, for me, what makes this kit incredible is this Brazilian amethyst. That's very, very special indeed. You've got your wooden bead, your agate, your heart connector, and there's also one other treat. Yeah, you've got a spool of 5 meters of purple leather cord. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Altogether, this looks superb. This is absolutely gorgeous. To have Brazilian amethyst of this with this depth of colour in this kit, and to be able to bring this kit to you for this price point is amazing. Have a look at your deal today. It's great, isn't it? Do you know what though? We're going to go lower. We're going to take this under £20 today. The depth of quality you're getting here is superb. The chain is absolutely incredible. The leather cord's wonderful. It's under £20, only until 9 AM tomorrow morning or until stocks last. So that is just incredible, isn't it? £19.95. Amethyst in a kit for under £20. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, Debbie.
Yes, see.
I know you're a fan of purple. You love the wooden beads, the antique, the rose gold plated findings as well. This is a lovely, lovely kit, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I really, really enjoyed this kit. Becky put this together, and I think it's really lovely. It's really beautiful. Different.
It is, isn't it? Because the gemstones are all very different in this kit, you can actually get very different looking pieces of jewellery, kind of very definite sections of jewellery, can't you?
Yes.
Look at this beautiful
the one at the end,
here.
I thought that was really pretty. I just love all that chain. I just had to put a tassel somewhere. So I just put all that together, and I just think the colours, the deep purple and the rose gold, just absolutely gorgeous, really pretty.
Yeah, that is pretty.
And the next one, I didn't know which bust to put it on, because the white, you lose the white, and the black, you lose the purple, but you can just about see the glint there of the
oh, you
the
absolutely
amethyst.
can.
Beautiful, ever so pretty. And that's just a simple 3-strand necklace.
Beautiful. The wooden beads here, I love how you've made this I love how you've used the wooden beads and the agate together in this necklace. Beautiful.
I think they really go, don't they? They really go.
Really go.
For the summer, it's perfect. Perfect combination.
That's the kind of piece of jewellery you could take away on holiday. You could wear it with pretty much everything.
Absolutely.
That you take away.
Yep, you can wear it with jeans in the day, or with a nice, linen outfit at night, or and feel just as good. Oh,
gorgeous! And then this bracelet here is awesome. This is like a squiggle of leather cord. I love it. Isn't that fun? Beautiful. That leather cord's stunning, isn't it?
It is. It's a really lovely colour. Really lovely shade.
Look at these earrings. They're awesome. They're so funky, Debbie. I hadn't noticed those. They're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Well, the rose gold plated finest, that's just
really
stunning.
Go, don't they?
And you can really see the purple of the amethyst now in this necklace. Now it's against the purple cord. But it's this bracelet here that we're actually going to see a technique on. Now, there are loads and loads and loads of charm companies out there. We mentioned some of the charm companies and some of the big jewellery kind of companies out there, such as Links of London, who don't necessarily make charms, but they're really big into their friendship bracelets at the minute, which are beautiful. Think of Links of London, think of some of the Pandora charm bracelets. You can get beautiful leather bracelets with charm carriers on, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Thomas Sabo, I know, do beautiful leather cords as well, and they're wonderful. At the end of the day, though, they are leather cord bracelets, which quite often have the most unbelievable price points. I think they're ridiculous, but unbelievable price points. And actually, it's a very, very simple piece to make. They look wonderful. They're very, very comfortable. Maybe that's why the price points are so high, Debbie, because they are popular. You see celebrities wearing them.
I think so. I think you're just hitting the nail on the head, really. That they know they're going to be a big seller. So I think they bump the prices up a little bit too much, I think.
Now, we're going to see a technique on this because this is surprisingly simple to make. And I love the way that Debbie's used the findings from the findings pack in such different ways. Now, how do you go about making this, Debbie?
It is so easy. It'll take seconds. In fact, you could almost have that on a craft stall and people can choose what charms they want on the front of it. It's so simple. All you need is a piece of leather that probably, this isn't the large macrame board, and it's double the length, so probably, I don't know, 12, 24 inches, I suppose. Not very good at centimetres. Anyway, and all I've done is I've put a jump ring right to the end. Now I've made that jump ring oval rather than round, so it fits around nicely, otherwise the two won't go through. Then I've threaded a bead on. Now I'll just do a bit of a different design than the one that's there, but all it is just rolled head pins from these beautiful flower head pins that you get in the kit.
So you're just alternating between a rolled head pin and a bead?
Yeah, just something completely different than what's on there, just so you can see a different design. So that will be my design on the front, okay? Just something different.
Yeah.
Then, how do you put it into a bracelet? Right, this is so easy. Put your bead, and this can be a large jump ring, or just a ring of wire, it doesn't really matter, but I've just used these beads because they're so useful. So you put your bead on, feed through the loop on the other side, and just feed back through
so you kind of go back on yourself.
That's it. That's it. But the reason that it holds, like I've done here, is the fact that I've used the
crimp bead covers?
Yes, crimp bead covers on the end. So you just take your crimp bead cover, place your piece of leather in, and crimp it, and that gives you the end of the wire. Gives you a nice, neat end. So if I do that on the second one, and it stops the leather coming back through that bead. It's like a stopper bead, so I just pinch that too. And there is your bracelet that you can put on and off quite safely, and that won't come through. So it's just a really simple way of making these bracelets, and you could sell these on craft stalls in all sorts of different colours, and people would buy them and buy them and buy them. You can use jewellery glue to stick, onto the leather to make sure they don't go
I like the fact
move.
that it moves.
Yes, I do. But it is so popular at the moment, these sort of one strand friendship bracelets, leather bracelets, and that's really, really easy way to make your bracelet.
And do you know what, the more that you wear bracelets like that, the better they look, because they wear really well, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They really do.
Really simple, really simple.
Isn't that stunning? So simple, so easy, And the whole kit, because it's not just the leather that you're going to be getting, it's that great, that awesome quality Brazilian amethyst, the agate there as well, and 115 findings. That's all for £20. Now, we've got a message through from Samantha who says, I'm amazed, totally love this design.
Oh, thank you.
It's great, isn't it? Thank you, Debbie. And it's just so simple to do. It's often the simplest designs. That is such a beautiful design that you can wear and wear and wear. And Dion's sitting in the gallery saying, do you know what? Seeing that design, it just makes me want to buy the kit. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, oh, do you know what?
All it is a head pin and a jump ring, a head pin, a jump ring, and a head pin. So that's all that is.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And another quick text here from Linda. Fashion faux pas. Builder's bum.
Oh,
do you know what?
yes.
I don't think you need to say any more than that.
No, no, no.
I've got an awful image in my head now. To go to the Wall of Fame.
I think so.
Oh, we've got a lovely entry here from Sue Davies. A little necklace and earrings of daisies, who says, hi everyone, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's made from white and orange polymer clay, moulded into flower shapes, white pearls and tiny silver plated beads. I enjoy using the clay to make different shapes and look forward to trying the new texture plates. Love to you all, Sue Davis from Hales Owen. Isn't that gorgeous? Stunning. I love daisies. Really pretty.
Right, this is number 40, and this is a lovely message actually. This is from Tony. It says, hi all at JM, this is my third entry to the Wall of Fame. The stone is one my son bought several years ago from a gift shop whilst on a school trip to a science museum. It's been sitting in my bowl of memory stones ever since, and to be honest, I don't know what it is. The wire used is 1mm and 0.4 purchased from JM. I did intend for it to be a bangle, but after playing with it for a while, I turned it into a pendant. I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone at JM. Your design inspiration has given me the confidence to try to do this stone justice as a piece of jewellery rather than hang about in my stone bowl for another 10 years. Also, I'd like to say well done and good luck to all the other entrants to the Wall of Fame. I know it takes a real guts to enter a piece to the Wall of Fame, especially as it can be viewed by amazing designers, presenters and viewers at home. Sending you all my love from Tony.
Tony, that's a really lovely email. Thank you.
That is really lovely.
And isn't it nice her son bought that instead of a penknife?
Yeah. Or bouncy balls with wiggly eyes and things like that.
Those are the kind of things you always used to buy from gift shops.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
It's lovely.
Love that. Love it. Number 43 here, beautiful wire work, gorgeous necklace sent in by Shawnee, who says, hi to everyone at Jewellery Maker. Please find attached this week's entry to the Wall of Fame. After watching a masterclass with Laura Binding, I attempted to make this textured wire necklace. I made the necklace with large Botswana agate, brown striped agate and antique bronze coloured wire, all from Jewellery Maker. Fingers crossed for a win and good luck to all. Shawnee, that's absolutely beautiful. Lovely. You can definitely see Laura Binding's influence in there. That's really lovely. Gorgeous.
Very nice too. This is number 41. I like this. It is from Namisha. Is that Misha?
Nice name.
Is that how you pronounce it, do you think? It says, please find attached my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's a necklace and bracelet made with the blue Baroque pearls, blue colour quartz faceted rondelles and silver plated copper findings, including the rope twist jump rings, all from JM. Good luck to everyone on this week's Wall of Fame. Thanks to all the presenters, designers and to all the lovely people behind the scenes, did you hear that? Who make JM the best thing on TV. Lots of love from Namisha. I think that's how you pronounce it. That is lovely. What a lovely email.
Thank you. Number 44 here.
Lovely.
Lovely, from Sharon in Surrey, who says, hi Jewellery Maker, my entry for the Wall of Fame is made, of some flowers made of Jewellery Maker wire, antique bronze wire, which is 0.8 and 0.2, and chartreuse wire in 1mm and 0.2. Shell pearl, garnet, faceted quartz and bronze mesh. Other items from my stash. The necklace is for my mum, a combination of styles from Janet and Gemma. Took ages to pluck up the courage to use the wire mesh, and now you have made a DVD as well. Best regards, and that's from Sharon. Sharon, that's gorgeous. And do you know what? The wire mesh is something you just got to go with. Just go with it. Just play with it. Have a go with it. It's a really, really forgiving material to work with, and that's gorgeous, stunning. Thank you very much for that. Now, do you fancy an amazing strand?
Yeah.
Brand new. Yeah. Sapphire. Oh, this is gorgeous. It's coming up in just a few moments. Do not go anywhere.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck!
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at Jewellery Maker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Get involved with Jewellery Maker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
This has got to be one of the ultimate strands of sapphire. This has absolutely got to be one of the ultimate strands of sapphire. We pride ourselves here at Jewellery Maker, we pride ourselves on being able to bring you pretty much every strand of gemstone, but every gemstone under the sun. And we have brought you quite a lot of sapphire over the last few months. But I have to say, I think this is some of the best. Absolutely some of the best. Why? What is it about this strand? Okay, well, sometimes we bring you multi-sapphire, and in fact, you know what? Taking Jewellery Maker out of the equation, you can get sapphire which, you know, is marketed as multi-sapphire or fancy sapphire, and you get a strand that looks a bit grey. It's a bit flat. It hasn't been faceted very well. It's a little bit flat. The colours you're getting here are the kind of colours I would expect to see in very, very, very high quality sapphire. And by that I mean the strength of colour is absolutely superb. Sapphire I always think as a true jewel coloured gemstone. So in this gemstone strand, and because you get sapphire in pretty much every colour under the sun, would you agree you're going to be getting colours reminiscent of Quad A Tanzanite? I'm not trying to spin you a yarn here at all. The blue sapphire you're getting on this strand if you were to hold really any of these blue sapphires, which, let's face it, blue sapphire can sometimes appear to be almost black because the clarity, because the saturation of the colour is so strong. Sapphire can be a gemstone that so easily tips over the edge and gets and is way too dark and inky. This is in just the right place. And if you were to put any of these blue sapphires against a salon blue sapphire, the kind of colour you're getting in these blue sapphires, actually, they're not a million miles away from the kind of colours you get in salon blue sapphire. Salon blue sapphire being one of the most, being one of the rarest and one of the most coveted varieties of blue sapphire, all the way from Sri Lanka, which is formerly known as Ceylon. But salon blue sapphire, cashmere sapphire are known for their blues. And those kind of blues are the kind of blues you're actually going to be getting in this strand of gorgeous sapphire here. This is African sapphire that you've got here. Africa is pretty much overtaking the kind of colour and quality that you can even get from places like India and Thailand. Which is massive, which is a huge thing in the sapphire world, because for many years, quality sapphire really has only come from Thailand and from places like India, but now Africa really is uncovering some of the best sapphire in the world. Not only is the colour fantastic in all of these gemstones, and these are true jewel coloured gemstones, sapphire quality, which is just superb. Look at the size of these gemstones. I mean, these are enormous examples of sapphire. 6x5 to 11x7mm gemstones here. These are gigantic. If these two sapphires here were in a pair of earrings, actually, let's get a couple that match up colour-wise. If you got these two blue sapphires, pop them into a pair of earrings, and you were to use rose gold plated or silver plated or silver findings, if you had them on the centre of your jewellery stall at a craft fair, and you wouldn't be able to do this with all the sapphire strands that we bought you in the past, but with this strand, if you were just to have two blue sapphires in precious metal findings in the middle of your stall, and you had a price tag on them of £120, they would sell. Absolutely. Why? The colour of sapphire, especially blue sapphire, can so often go wrong. The majority of sapphire that you get nowadays, pretty much 99% of it is going to be, well, 95% of it, let's be a bit fairer than that. Around about 95% of sapphire that you get nowadays is going to be heat treated, okay? And that is something which is done all the way throughout the world, not just the Genuine Gemstone Company, all the way throughout the world. The colour of sapphire, predominantly blue sapphire, it's so easy for this gemstone to go wrong. And you get not a blue sapphire, but you get pretty much an inky black sapphire with no life, no quality. This is bright, it's intense, and to get that quality and that level of colour is a true sign of a fantastic quality sapphire. These are enormous. Dare I say it, these are some of the best quality sapphires we bought you before on Jewellery Maker. The size, the faceting, the colour, it all works together so beautifully. And believe it or not, today this strand of genuine sapphire is yours, and we're going under £100. We're going under 80, under £50. This is your price point. Yeah. $29.95. There is not a single gemstone on this strand, even some of the smaller ones. If you were to get this green sapphire here, or this rubellite coloured sapphire here, just one of these on a threaded onto an eye pin with an eye on either side of the sapphire, just one sapphire, and you were to have a chain, just a single chain with a clasp on the back, even just a plain lobster claw clasp on the back, that bracelet for me would have to be a 50, 60, maybe even a £70 sapphire bracelet. It would have to be, because the quality is so strong here. And I certainly wouldn't say that I certainly wouldn't kind of attribute that price point with other sapphire strands that we bought you in the past. And it's not taking anything away from those sapphire strands, but the quality you are getting here is so strong, the size you are getting is so big, the attention to detail when faceting these gemstones has been so fantastic that I honestly believe this is one of the best, if not the best strand of multicolour sapphire we've ever bought you. Those gems, it's the complete package. It's a complete package. I don't think I've ever seen sapphire that's so blue on Jewellery Maker. You know, on our sister channels when we sell salon sapphire or cashmere sapphire, yeah, but those pieces of jewellery are kind of hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. We don't have all that kind of, we don't have that kind of budget. To get this level of blue is a sign of just how fantastic the quality you're getting is. It's amazing. Now, Debbie, I truly love this sapphire strand. I think it's a very, very special strand. We have had quite a few strands of multicolour sapphire in the past, but I think this is different. Do you think this is different? I do, because it seems to me as though somebody has cut that and not thought, I'm doing a strand, I'm individually faceting a stone. It's though they've taken all their time and their love and passion and put into every single facet, because I've never seen stones, I don't think, faceted quite as beautifully as that. They are amazing. It's like each one of these gemstones has been what we call checkerboard faceted. So they've got diamond shaped facets on them. It's a really unusual way of faceting a bead. You wouldn't normally get checkerboard faceting, but when you've got a colour which is this strong, one of the ways in which you can show it off and highlight the beauty of the gemstone is to checkerboard facet it, which is exactly what's been done here. But Debbie's right. It's like each and every single stone has been treated as an individual. It hasn't, oh, here's another gemstone, here's another gemstone, here's another bead, which I'm going to cut. Each gemstone has been treated and almost handled with kit gloves and faceted as an individual character on its own. I think it's wonderful. And quite often, blue sapphire can look almost black because the saturation is you're quite right. Too much. And quite often they're just brulettes, which is lovely. Yeah. They're lovely. Brulettes are superb. Or even rondelles. But what a lovely shape, because they will sit beautifully against the skin. Not to mention which they're massive. I know. They're huge. They are huge, aren't they? They're enormous. A single sapphire, just on an eye pin, with an eye on either side, and a piece of chain connecting it together with a little lobster claw clasp on the back. That for me, that would have to be 50, 60, 70 pounds with a bracelet. It would have to be with a sapphire of this quality. Amazing. Just one on a head pin as a pendant. These are very, very similar to kind of the kind of chakra colours chakra jewellery is absolutely massive at the moment, and those kind of gemstones just, oh, they're wonderful. Sapphire earrings. Imagine 2 of those blue sapphires in a pair of earrings. Oh, it's just beautiful. And don't forget, it's September's birthstone as well. September's birthstone. But if this strand had been £80, 70, 60, 50 pounds, amazing. But it just so happens today on Jewellery Maker, £29.95. Quality, that is. That is absolute quality. I can't guarantee we're going to be able to bring you sapphire this blue again. Can't guarantee it's going to be as obviously individually faceted as individual characters as this has. I can't guarantee that. Hope we can. That's amazing. Well done. Right. Woo, woo, woo. Right, this one's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. The early bird special was rose gold plated copper findings, which I'll get out. We've still got a few of those left. Not many. They were brand new. Still got a few of those left. I'll keep them there. Now, as in how many? As in 10. A few as in 10 left for the rose gold plated copper earring findings. Okay, we'll put that detail on the bottom of your screen if you want to come in and get one of the last 10 packs of those. Didn't we start off with like, how many did we start off with? Like hundreds. Wow. Now, antique bronze plated copper findings, exactly the same story as we brought you with the early bird special. If you didn't have a chance to come in and get the early bird special, we're going to put, there you are, details at the bottom there for the rose gold plated earring findings. Here we go. Now, you're going to be getting different designs in this pack. Love this antique bronze plated copper earring findings. To go with the Moonstone we bought you earlier on, oh my word, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So you're going to be getting 6 pairs of earrings with this really massive shepherd's hook earring quality. Isn't that gorgeous? 6 pairs of these. Then you're going to be getting 6 pairs of, where are the other ones? There they are. 6 pairs of these. So you've got that little hook on the bottom there, which just kind of holds this in place. So you literally give it a bit of a squeeze, and that'll come out. Oh, hang on. A bit of a squeeze and it'll come out like that, and that's how it unhooks. or you can just clip it closed. I really love this earring finding, really, really love it. And that goes through your ear, and you can hang gemstones from the bottom here. They look great, or have it the other way around, use it as a pendant, use it however you want, okay? So 6 pairs of these. You've also got 6 pairs of these rectangular earring findings. And you know what, Debbie made a really good point when we bought you the early bird special. Earring findings are now, because of this findings pack, they are now part of the design rather than just the mechanics that hold those pieces of jewellery together. So 6 pairs of these as well, of these gorgeous round hoopy earring findings as well. They'll probably sit a bit more like that in your ear. Aren't they great, with gemstones hanging down maybe like this? They become part of the design rather than just the mechanics which hold a piece of jewellery together. So 6 pairs of these, 6 pairs of these, 6 pairs of these, and 6 pairs of these as well. Right, okay, we bought you the rose gold plated copper ones as the early bird special. We started off with hundreds of those. We've now got 10 pairs left. For the antique bronze plated copper earring findings, here you are, $7.95 this time. Wow, wow, wow. $7.95 this time for 48 pieces. So you're going to be getting 6 pairs in each of these designs. Really, really fantastic. Absolutely awesome. Loads of you on the phone lines there. Loads of you coming through on the web and the phone lines there. We've got a text coming through here from Claire, who says, bonkers sapphire price. I know, $29.95, that was bonkers. My friend bought me a black sapphire necklace and earrings, 3 faceted teardrops in an infinity knot design in 95 sterling silver, cost £100. It's sapphire. You know, it's sapphire, and it's an incredible gemstone, and £100 for a set of sapphire jewellery. Actually, you know, that's a fantastic price, isn't it? You could absolutely do that. You could do exactly the same thing. Why not use these gemstones? Sorry, these earring findings with the Moonstone we bought you on, and that beautiful Moonstone. That gorgeous, gorgeous vintage style Moonstone. Lots of you coming through for this now. That's really, really fantastic. Well done. If you do want to multi-buy this, please just go for it. Do you like the antique bronze ones, Debbie? I think they're fantastic.
I'm really into antique bronze. I think because it's not gold and not silver, it's just something a little bit sort of in the middle.
Yeah.
I do like that particular colour as well. It's a really rich colour. It's beautiful.
So yeah, sometimes the antique bronze plated copper can look a little bit darker, a little bit more kind of oxidised, can't it? But this looks really nice and shiny, and as you say, really nice and rich. Really nice and rich.
And that actually matches the antique bronze wire quite well.
Ah, fantastic. That's good to know. Fantastic. There you go. So these are brand new today. Add them to your order. $7.95 for 48 pieces. You don't have to use them as earring findings. You can use them however you like. Use them as a pendant bell. Debbie thought of using this one here as a pendant bell if you want to. You know, it's a fantastic idea. Just hanging your gemstone from there, wrapping it around the top maybe, and having a gorgeous gemstone hanging from the bottom there. Lots of you still coming through. If you do want to multi-buy, then please go for it. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything from Jewellery Maker, and you've also got a fantastic P&P quality as well, because you're only paying $2.95 P&P per order. That lasts for the entire day. Lee says, hello, I am Michael, and I'm making jewellery with my mum and watching you all. I would like to add to your list, sorry, you're texting, yes, of course, of fashion faux pas. Dads in 70s t-shirts, safari shorts, and Jesus Santa. Do you know what? That sounds amazing to me. I don't know if that beats the socks and sandals with the no, who was it who texted about that? Socks and sandals, and oh no, it was someone's dad, wasn't it? Socks and sandals. Oh, bless them. Just incredible, isn't it? Ben, fashion faux pas, please. One of your own or somebody else's, please. Ben is the most fashionable person in there. He's so kind of, he's fashiony.
I don't know. Velvet flares?
Velvet flares!
Maybe.
I like that. That's good. That's good. Sharon from Glamorgan says, this is from Sharon, what? Smock tops, 70s flowers on bust. OMG.
I know what you mean.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
There you go, fantastic. Yes. What about, I mean, some of the 80s things, you know, the big shoulder pads, they were just horrendous, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
Ollie says rolling your sleeves up on a suit jacket. That's very 80s.
Oh, yes.
In fact, Ollie's dad used to have a blue leather jacket.
And the lycra trousers, as in Greece. Do you remember those? Those Olivia Newton-John trousers. They used to have in electric blue and.
Hang on, Vicky Carr's got a pair of those. She's got a pair of the black ones.
Oh, she looks stunning in the black ones.
She does look amazing in them, doesn't she?
Doesn't she just?
With her lovely skinny legs. And Go away. Right, fantastic. Well done, all of you who came in to get that. That's awesome. Now, I must just tell you as well, we've got the ruby coming up. We've also got an amazing deal for these silver-plated copper toggle clasps. This is gonna rock the joint. In about 45 minutes, these are coming up. Brilliant. Where are we going now? Yeah! Ah, brilliant. Okay, now. We've now got leather. I just love the... this is awesome. Now, these are beautiful sheets of leather that we've got for you next. These are gorgeous. Who sourced these, Debbie? Did you source them?
No, Natalia did.
They're
did a fabulous job.
Gorgeous,
they are so soft.
It must be quite difficult to get hold of good quality leather.
It's difficult to get hold of a foot square piece of leather without.
Is this what this is?
Yeah, without any marks, because obviously on a skin you're going to get imperfections. So normally you buy a whole skin and you might be lucky to get strips here, strips there. But to get a solid square without a thing wrong, and there really isn't, there's no imperfections at all.
There isn't, is there?
On both sides, because you can use the suede side or you can use the leather side.
That's a really good point, Debbie. I would never have even, that wouldn't have even occurred to me. I love the suede side of it. I think the suede side is really beautiful.
It's lovely.
Isn't that gorgeous? I'd love a pair of boots made out of that. That's absolutely beautiful. You've got the most gorgeous. I'll try and show you both sides of all of these. So you've got this gorgeous purpley coloured leather, which has got this beautiful kind of lavender side to it. This is just a nice thing to have, I think. Whether you're into kind of your leather craft or not, it's a nice thing to have and to own. You've then got this rich chocolate leather here as well, which has got this beautiful kind of truffle side, and then like this, it's like it's been dusted with cocoa powder. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's beautiful suede quality. It's so soft. It's proper Napa leather, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got this beautiful blue, and it's a really awesome shade of blue. It's like a navy blue, and look at the other side of it. That's so beautiful. Isn't that a gorgeous colour? Now, Debbie, have you used these three shades of leather before?
I have, yes. Next door to you, you've got the cuff that I made on Natalia's fashion leather course. And the tassels as well. And everyone on the course, when they were handed the leather, I hadn't felt it before, and it was just like as though you're touching nothing. It's so soft and silky that it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It really is.
You can make the most beautiful designs with it, and do you know what? Even with the bangle which you've done here, and you've used quite a lot of the leather, but look how beautifully it folds and it moves so beautifully, doesn't it? It's like liquid.
Really nice and so comfortable to wear.
I bet it is. Goodness me. Goodness me, I bet it is. That's absolutely stunning. And then the tassels on this necklace here, really, really pretty as well. It's so soft, so beautiful. And that's using the leather that you've got as part of this deal. And you've just made some
some very simple little fringes, and then I just used the Wags Y cone on the top, just to show the blue and brown together.
Isn't that gorgeous?
If you look around the shops, you'll find a lot of handbags have got fringes on again.
Absolutely, yeah.
And a lot have got these tassel on the zips and things.
Yes, they have.
Very popular.
They have. Now, we're going to give you a great price on this. This is absolutely stunning. You're going to be getting three sheets of beautiful, stunning leather here. And as Debbie says, the quality is amazing because all of these are unmarked and completely flawless, which is really very, very unusual indeed. An amazing price point for you. Have a look at your deal today. 34. That's amazing.
It is amazing. One lady actually, after we launched them, actually sent a photograph in that she'd made a handbag with one of them.
No, oh wow.
She made an evening bag and then sort of put lots of little flowers of all the different coloured leathers on the front, and it was really pretty, and that didn't take a full sheet.
Wow. That's incredible. $34.95 for all 3 lots. And don't forget, you're not limited to using just the leather side. You can of course use the suede side as well. I think I actually prefer the suede side on all 3 of these. I think that's it's a really soft, beautiful quality you're going to be getting here. And however you use these, whether it's in a really intricate piece, whether you do lots of plaiting and weaving with it, whether you make a big bangle like Debbie's done here, or something as simple as just making tassels to go on a necklace or tassels to go on a bag, you know, absolutely awesome. Look at that.
You'll find in Natalia's DVD, her leather DVD that she did, she shows you how to do flowers, but using both sides. So you get one layer of petals with the leather and one layer with the suede, and they're ever so pretty. Oh, how lovely. In fact, we've got Natalia's DVD coming up in just a couple of seconds, actually. So if you do want to come in and get the leatherwork DVD that was bought up by Natalia, then by all means, please do. $34.95 for all of this gorgeous leather. Really, really stunning. Are we going to do the DVD? Perfect. Okay, let's do the DVD now. Here we go. So we're going to leave the leather details on the bottom of the screen for you. Here is Natalia's DVD. Now, you've got, yeah, hang on. Let's get the sticker off her face. Poor Natalia. Here we go. There we go. There's Natalia. Hi! There she is. So learn how to make your incredible, your very own leather designs. And leather creations. Really, really fantastic DVD, this one. You get an introduction into working with leather, essential tools and materials, colour suede flowers, metallic foil and resin ring and pendant, leather tassel pendant, patent leather jewellery pouch, simple bracelet with snap fastening, embellished cuff, feather pendant, metallic effect cuff and ring, Venetian style masks, and some additional information there as well. Do you know what? This DVD is 148 minutes long. Normally with our Jewellery Maker DVDs, you get what, an hour. This is over 2 hours of tuition here. That is really incredible. Sorry? Yes, so you've got all the, hang on, let me just get the, there you are. So you've got your chapters on the back here, which lists everything that you're going to learn on this DVD. So there they all are. That's absolutely incredible, isn't it? There's a picture of Natalia at the top with all of her creations. Best DVD I've ever seen.
Really?
Honestly, I've watched it from front to back, and it is absolutely fabulous. She does a really good job at taking you through right from beginner's level right up to doing the mask. It's a really, really good DVD. Now presumably, Debbie, you've worked with leather before you watched this DVD. Yes, yeah. So even somebody who has done a lot of leather craft can still learn from watching this DVD. Absolutely. You never stop learning. Never ever stop learning in anything. Oh, that's fantastic. So no, it's really, really good. Isn't that awesome? Now we've had a text come through saying, I bought this leather. It goes a long way. Even though I've made lots of mistakes when I've been practicing, I still have loads left. Great value. Thank you very much, whoever sent that text. That's really helpful. Thank you very much. So your leather pack is at the bottom of the screen there, which was $34.95. Right, let's bring you the price for your DVD here. I've got a few of you on the phone lines there. Here's your deal today for your fabulous leather DVD, $14.95. That is just incredible, isn't it? That is for well over 2 hours worth, almost 2.5 hours worth of DVD tuition there. Just incredible. And if any of you are going to be starting off your leather projects today, it's going to be the first time you've got involved with our leather medium here on Jewellery Maker, then I would advise getting this DVD. It's always something you can fast forward, pause, rewind. You can always call on this DVD. And even Debbie, who has worked with leather in the past before watching this DVD, found watching this DVD useful. It certainly helps you to kind of refine some of the skills which you've already learnt, and learn new skills on the way as well. And as Debbie said, it takes you right from the beginning, right from the very, very beginning stages of leather work, right up to making your own Venetian masks. That Venetian mask is absolutely gorgeous. I've seen it. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So a fantastic DVD there for £14.95p. Well done. Right. Yeah, the rotary hole punch here, and we saw with Debbie earlier on just how easy this was to use. Sorry, it was just a pair of tweezers and a ruler. Just how easy this was to use. This is a really heavy-duty tool, isn't it? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Right, okay, so
you've got your heavy duty rotary hole punch here. Presumably, Debbie, you turn the spool around a bit, and you get different size holes in here.
That's right, and you don't just use it just for making holes. You can make patterns. You know, you can make lots of different size holes and patterns in your leather, and then put different. I think for the birthday show, I did black, and then put metallic leathers on the back so you could see it through the holes.
Oh, nice.
So you can make all sorts of things with those. It's really useful.
Isn't that lovely? Isn't that gorgeous? So if you're going to be making anything from a belt and you want to put the eyelets on the belt for the buckle to go through, then perfect. But even just to create beautiful little designs on leather bangles, on leather, on any kind of leather piece, or as Debbie suggested, popping a piece of metallic leather behind those holes so you can see straight through it and see that gorgeous metallic sheen underneath. Wonderful. Right, okay, so fantastic tool to use with your leather. It's really, you can feel the quality of this tool as well, which is fantastic. Great tool here, and essentially if you're going to be working with leather, here's your price point. £14.95p. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic tool. Really, really awesome, and an absolute essential if you're going to be making anything with your with the leather that you've come in to get today.
It will last you a lifetime. Sorry, Carol.
No, not at all.
It really will last you a lifetime. It's something that you buy and will never buy again because the quality is fabulous. It really is.
Yeah, there are tools out there like that, aren't there, that you buy and you know that they're going to be with you forever.
Yep.
You know, the quality is absolutely superb. Fantastic. Right, we've got another text message coming through. Who's somebody saying, can you use this tool on wet leather?
Yeah, you can. Yes, it won't go through quite as with so much of a click, but yes, you can.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. So your rotary hole punch here, £14.95p. Add it to your order. If you've come through to get any of the leather today and you haven't got this, you're going to need this. You will need this, not just for creating holes for buckles and for poppers to go through, but like Debbie's done here, as you can see here, but also for creating really, really beautiful designs, just little hole punch designs. Well done. Awesome. Now, how about, is this brand new? Brand new, man. Brand new strand. Brand new strand. It's a brand new strand of reconstituted turquoise. You are going to see a few strands of this over the next few weeks on Jewellery Maker. I don't know if you remember, but about 3 or 4 years ago on Jewellery Maker, we during the summer we couldn't get hold of turquoise. It's one of those gemstones that is. It's one of those gemstones that is always very, very popular in the spring and in the summer. If you can think about it, more convertible cars are sold on sunny days than any other day of the year, and you know that is something which it just that's the way it is. More convertible cars are sold in the summer and in the spring because the weather's fine, and the same really goes for gemstones like turquoise and reconstituted turquoise like this. It's such a wonderful colour. It's such a gorgeous summer holiday colour. It's so bright, but in the summer, everyone wants it. Absolutely everyone wants it. So about 3 or 4 years ago, we always try and order ahead and order gemstones and order pieces in months and months ahead. We're just doing some orders right now for Christmas because that's how early we have to process them and let our suppliers know what we want. About 3 or 4 years ago, we ran out of turquoise and we couldn't get it for love nor money. There were so many, and I could really sense, and I felt so bad, I could really sense the disappointment from everybody on our Facebook page, from our customers who were coming in on workshops, who wanted to make beautiful pieces of jewellery and use gemstones like turquoise and like reconstituted turquoise in their designs. But we just couldn't get hold of it, and if we could get hold of it, either the quality wasn't great or the price was just, it was astronomical. It is one of those gemstones that is very, very popular come spring, come summer, and I think a lot of people are aware of that. So when you see it on Jewellery Maker, get it. We have got a few pieces of turquoise in at the moment. We've got a few pieces of reconstituted turquoise. Now we can bring you natural turquoise here at Jewellery Maker. It's wonderful, it's great. It has a certain price point because it is natural, because it is totally natural, it's undyed, and it does have a certain price point. And that price point can really be anywhere between £30 and £50 for a strand, and it really can be. We understand but you still want to get that turquoise quality, and you might not want dyed howlite or dyed magnesite, which is what a lot of people do. We have bought you dyed, turquoise dyed howlite, turquoise dyed magnesite before, and because they've got a similar matrix running through them that you get with turquoise, it looks like turquoise, it's not turquoise, and it has, you know, it's very, very popular, but I understand that a lot of you don't necessarily want that. But similarly, a lot of you don't have the kind of budget that can stretch to natural turquoise. This is like the next best thing. This is reconstituted turquoise. And what you're looking at here is genuine turquoise that has been mixed with resin and fused together. So a little bit, think of it a little bit like shell pearl. So what you're going to be getting here is turquoise which has been mixed with resin and fused together. So it's made from turquoise, okay? So what you're getting here isn't natural turquoise because it is reformed, as it were. But I know that if you don't want dyed howlite or dyed magnesite because it's got nothing to do with turquoise at all other than the colour, this is the next best thing to natural turquoise. We're very open, we're very transparent about this. We're not trying to sell it as natural turquoise because that would be very, very misleading. We're selling it as reformed and reconstituted turquoise because that's exactly what it is. The great thing about this is you're still going to get that genuine matrix, and this is so highly prized. It is a matter of opinion. It is a matter of opinion. Whatever your personal taste is, you may really like the natural matrix which runs through turquoise. You may really like the purity of some of the Arizonian turquoise that we have in at the moment, the natural turquoise, which is very, very pure in colour. It really is a matter of personal preference. It really doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the gemstone. It's just the way that it is. The great thing about this being reconstituted turquoise is the price point, because there is a marked difference between this price point and the price point for natural turquoise. Natural turquoise can be anything really between 30 and 50 pounds per strand on Jewellery Maker. In the marketplace, name your price. People will pay thousands of pounds for natural turquoise. Today though, because this is reconstituted turquoise, this is your price. You see? You see? That is just incredible. So this is like the next best thing. I think if you're going to be making lots and lots and lots of jewellery this summer, you want something which you know is going to sell. You want something which you know people are going to go crazy for. You want a colour, you want a quality that you know people are going to buy. And it's like a fail-safe gemstone, this one, and much, much easier on the pocket than your natural turquoise qualities. $17.95, and you're getting something which is essentially made from turquoise. For beads this size, I mean, let me tell you, if this was natural turquoise, I think we'd struggle to get a strand like this under £80. I honestly think we would, because it is so big. It's such a big, chunky strand. I mean, if you go on holiday, and it always seems to be on holiday because this gemstone is like the gemstone of summer holidays. Whenever you go to places like, whether it's Turkey, because turquoise means, it translates as Turkish stone. If you go to places like Turkey, if you go to the Caribbean, if you go to Spain, if you go to really anywhere on holiday, you're always going to see turquoise, and it really is kind of name your price. It's the ultimate summer gemstone. It's gorgeous, isn't it, Debbie?
It is, it's lovely, and I bought a bracelet on holiday years ago, and now I know that it's howlite dyed.
Oh,
but at
really?
the time it was turquoise, because I wasn't here at the time, but now you can see it is. It's so obvious. It doesn't look real at all, and it is cheeky when they sell you something like that. But that you're being completely upfront.
Yeah, absolutely.
And tell the customer exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And they're still getting turquoise.
Yeah. It's essentially made from turquoise, and that's the big difference between this and dyed howlite and dyed magnesite. Not taking anything away from those gemstones at all, but if you can remember back 2-3 years when we ran out of turquoise and we couldn't bring it to you all summer, and the disappointment was just, it was remarkable. So many people wanted to get hold of it. If you're one of those people who were disappointed all those years ago, please, please, please make the most of this now, because we do have a few strands coming in over the next few weeks, but they're going to go. They're going to go. They're going to be very, very popular. Well done. Gorgeous. Right. Kit time. Brand new kit, everyone. Yeah. Here we go. Now. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, stunning colours here. Right. This is bright. It's beautiful. gorgeous. How about a strand of green aventurine faceted coins? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Really, really gorgeous sage green here. This is such a cool, soothing green, isn't it? Really, really beautiful. Love the faceting on these gems. Beautiful faceted coins of green aventurine, followed by, check it out. Now that is stunning, isn't it? The most beautiful strand of multicolour fluorite. Fluorite's an amazing gem. Do you know what? On a day like today, fluorite is the perfect gemstone to wear. We get the word fluorescent from the gemstone fluorite, or it might be the other way around. But basically, this gemstone in UV light, so ultraviolet light, so in daylight, or if you go night clubbing, the ultraviolet lights, this gemstone glows. It glows so beautifully. In daylight, it's like it's where it's meant to be. And on a day like today, get your fluorite out. So beautiful multicolour fluorite strand here. Gorgeous, isn't it? Really stunning. You've then got genuine freshwater cultured pearls in this gorgeous lavender shade. These are genuine pearls. They're beautiful, aren't they? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, get your fluorite out. You've then got your monofilament beading thread and elastic, and then you've got your awesome findings pack. Now this is our newest findings pack here on Jewellery Maker. Woo! Silver plated copper. Let me show you the head pins. Head pins. You get loads of head pins. These are just some of them. It's like a little bunch of flowers, I think. They are just adorable. That's what Debbie used in the leather bracelet design we saw in the last kit. These are just the most beautiful little head pins. I've seen guest designers use head pins in ways I've never even thought about since this findings pack came out. It just seems to have given everybody a bit of a refreshed kind of, inspiration, a fresh kind of energy and kind of, oh yeah, I'm going to use them for this. Loads of ideas flowing at the moment because of this new findings pack. It's really, really wonderful what an effect it's had. So 3 strands of genuine gemstones, your threading pack, our newest findings pack in silver plated copper. Right, great deal for you today with this kit. Really, really awesome deal. These kind of colours, these kind of qualities will suit absolutely everyone. And on a day like today, when the weather is warm, when the sun is shining, it's absolutely perfect. This is your price point today. $21.95. Great, isn't it? What's been the kind of running theme though with all of our kits today? The prices we've been showing you haven't actually been the prices, have they? Let's just do it. Do it, do it. Here we go. Here we go. $17.90. Oh, you cheeky girl. $17.95. Do you know what, Debbie? I know that this strand of genuine freshwater cultured pearls, there are places that you wouldn't even be able to get the strand of pearls for under £18.
I think we get a bit blasé here sometimes, don't we? We forget what we're actually selling, but that's an amazing price. Isn't it just? Absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah. Have a quick sip of my drink. Hang on. It is water, I promise. Because well, I don't know, I've got my flask out to bring my husband's horrible... Like, I don't even know where he got it from. I think it's my husband's anyway, it was in the cupboard. Nice, isn't it? Not my lovely usual flask. Debbie's brought a flask of tea in today. You always bring your flask of tea in. I do. This kit is an absolute beauty, isn't it, Debbie?
Isn't it lovely? Really, really pretty, pretty, pretty.
Favourite piece of jewellery?
Like this. Favourite piece of jewellery, probably the long necklace.
This one here?
Either that or the charm bracelet, yeah.
The addition of this chain, and so many of the guest designers and presenters just harp on about this chain all the time, but it makes such a difference to this findings pack, doesn't it?
I would just wear it as a chain. It's so beautiful, you just wear it as a chain.
Well, do you know what? On our sister channels, we do sell this exact type of chain. Just as a chain, and people buy it and wear it just as chains. They don't even put pendants on them because it's such a great quality. It looks so beautiful. There's real quality and design quality just in the chain alone.
It's a heavy chain as well. It's really nice.
Yeah, you can often tell the quality of a chain by how much, by kind of the weight behind it. And you've used this toggle clasp kind of halfway down, well not halfway down, kind of 3/4 of the way down the necklace here, which just looks lovely.
It's those sort of things that make it different. I think these findings packs that we're having different ones sort of every month or so. It's lovely, and as you say, we're loving it as designers, because sometimes you do lose your mojo a bit and you think, now what am I going to do? And if you have something different, you think, oh, I can use it in that way and I can do something different with that.
This necklace is so similar to the one that we had on the Wall of Fame earlier on.
It is.
That lady who's had to make loads of these for her colleagues at work, isn't it?
But it works. It's so simple.
Really, really simple. In fact, we're going to see a technique on that in just a couple of seconds. And you've got this beautiful pearl collection on the end here. That's gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful?
I've been really gem heavy there. I've used a lot of the pearls just on the one necklace, but I think that's ever so pretty.
It is gorgeous.
I love those colours. So delicate and feminine.
Beautiful.
With all the dresses that are coming through now that are all flowers and what have you, really pretty.
Beautiful. Right, Debbie, let's see a technique then.
Right, we're going to do the illusion necklace, which I know I've done before, but some new people might not know how to start it.
So it's beautiful.
Right, so where do we start? First of all, you need 2 pieces of beading thread.
Okay.
And the easiest way to do this is just to measure it around your neck, just measure it where you want it to be, and one slightly longer than the other. I'm going to take the long piece and put a crimp bead right on the end, and I do mean right on the end, so hold it within your flat nose pliers, take it to the end of the wire and crimp right on the end. If you don't quite get it on the end, you can always cut the little bits of wire off, but there you go, right on the end. And then thread your first bead. Now if I had a lot of these crimp beads, I would probably put one either side, but we're only allowed to use exactly what's in the kit. So if I was doing this myself, I would put crimp beads either side and then crimp covers, so you look like silver beads. But just for now, I'll show you exactly how I did it. Then you take your 2 pieces of your beading thread and thread the crimp right the way down until you get to a point where you want your next bead to be. So I'm going to crimp right on the end of the 2. So there you've got your 2 pieces.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to thread the 1 bead on, just so it just hides the fact that that's what you've done, like so.
Nice.
All right. Now, how do you get them even? The best thing to do is to get a credit card or business card or something. I'm just going to use a little bag here and pop that at the edge of your bead and use that as your measure. And you take your 1 crimp on your 1 thread, hold the thread to make sure it doesn't fall off the end, and your next crimp on your next thread, hold them up.
Good tip, this.
And let them fall against the top of the bag. You probably can see it probably better straight on, I would think. Whoops. If you had a business card, it would be really stiff and it would hold it. Okay. So make sure they are even. Let them fall against the top of the bag. If I open that up. Do you know, at home, it happens every time. There we go.
There you go.
See, it just hits the top of the bag and then you know they're even and crimp. Put your next 2 beads on and do exactly the same.
That's a good tip, doing it that way.
The best thing to do is just use a business card, or even use a folded piece of card and put one either side of the beading threads and hold tight. So there's your first 2 beads that are even.
Nice.
And then do it again. Hold your thread, hold the measure, let the crimps fall, crimp it, and then go on. So that's the easiest way that I've found to do an illusion necklace.
That's such a good tip, rather than measuring and, oh goodness me, that's such a pain, isn't it? But that gives you that beautiful illusion look. And do you know what, for a really, really awesome necklace, for a lovely long necklace, Debbie's only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gemstones.
Yes, most of them are in the bracelet actually, I think. The rest of them were in there.
Just shows you don't have to be gem heavy to create that beautiful piece.
No.
Really like that.
Thank you.
And so wearable. Thanks, Debbie.
That's okay.
Gorgeous. Should we
Very
see you over the
simple.
Wall of Fame?
Yeah.
Let's see you there. Hi, I've got number 47 here. This is really awesome. Lovely bit of wire work from Alison. Ali in Hartford, who says, hi all JMers. Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. I hope you like it. I made it using my JM stash. Love to all. Ali, isn't that gorgeous? I love the shadow that it casts as well. That's awesome. Thank you.
This is number 45, this one, and this is from Karen from Cambridgeshire. It says, hi everyone at Jewellery Maker. I got a kit that I bought a few weeks ago. I felt inspired to make this simple but effective macrame bracelet using the druzy, striped agate and some metallic seed beads from my stash, finishing it with a simple button. Hope you like it. I've made a few other bracelets but in different colourways, turquoise and rose quartz and the multicoloured quartz beads which look like a stained glass effect. Oh, I bet they do actually, very pretty. I hope this makes the Wall of Fame from Karen in Cambridgeshire. That's lovely.
Isn't that gorgeous? We've got a lovely handwritten entry here, number 48. Really, really pretty. From Alana, who says, hi to all at Jewellery Maker. Fancy agate chips, a real bargain. Red quartz rounds and antique bronze wire. Make up this set. I'd saved all my gizmo offcuts so they were used in the stretchy bracelets. Thanks to all for helping me think outside the box, and the telephone team for when I've written the code down wrongly. And that's from Alana. Thanks a lot, Alana. That's gorgeous. Stunning. Really like that.
This is really unusual. It's a nice idea. Number 46. This is from Donna. So here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. My friend requested I make her an anklet, and this is the result. The gems and the gold-plated findings, also from JM. Hoping for a win, as I need it, it says, to stock up again. I hope you like it, from Donna. That's lovely.
Thanks, Donna.
A nice idea.
Yeah, awesome.
Summer. Lovely.
I've got number 49 here. Beautiful wire pendant here. Nice. Sent in by Lots of Love. Kim, who says, hi all at Jewellery Maker. I'd like to enter the Wall of Fame with the attached entry. I'll be watching on Saturday morning, and I'll be happy if you could read mine out. Then, as my mum will be with me, she would pass out with shock. Ha ha. Hopefully she hasn't. If she has, do just elevate her feet and give her a glass of water. This is a new hobby for me, though I've always wanted to make jewellery but did not know where to start. You gave me that start. Yeah! I love your show and watch whenever I can, weekend mornings, as I only have free view. I've opened a shop on Etsy this week, so fingers crossed people like my creations. If they look like that, they definitely will do. I've used 0.4, 0.8mm silver-coated copper wire, amethyst rounds, purple quartz rounds, and I've used silver and blue organza ribbon to suspend the pendant, all bought from Jewellery Maker. I'm inspired by nature, romantic goth and fairy tales. That's awesome. I see from your website that you can apply to be a designer on the show. That would be my ultimate. Who knows what the future holds, but I need to practice loads first. Thank you so much for the lovely materials you provide and the reasonable prices. Lots of love, Kim. Kim, that's an awesome email. Thank you so much. And it's great to hear about your journey, and I hope your mum hasn't passed out. But yeah, absolutely. We'd absolutely love to see more entries from you, Kim. It would be great to have you on the show one day. And you're number 49. Best of luck to you, my love. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to head back over here. Debbie?
Yep.
I'm going over.
Bye-bye.
Oh. Findings, findings, it's a finding offer, it's a finding offer, findings, findings, it's a finding offer, it's a finding offer. Right, we've got a fantastic quantity of this, it's gonna go. You are gonna see some fast, some furious deals in between now and the end of the show. Yeah! Abso-blooming-lutely, you really are. Right, so 2 parts of this deal, findings pack and these, which I'll show you in a couple of seconds. These are absolutely awesome. Right, so your findings pack. This is, the findings pack on its own is £7.95p on our website. Just have a look at some of these findings. Drops, hang on. Here it is. Sorry. There we go. I dropped my tweezers on the floor. You've got to call early for this because it's going to go low. You know when the telephone lines broke yesterday? Yeah, I think honestly, some of the deals we have between now and the end of the show, exactly the same is going to happen. So, you've got this incredible findings pack. I don't want to know what the price is. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what the price is. No, I don't know. I don't want to know what the price is. Yeah. Yeah. No. Seriously? We can't do that! Seriously? Right, okay. Dion has just told me the price we're going to do for this. Seriously? Okay, right. This findings pack, this findings pack, the silver, I'm spitting everywhere, the silver plated Oh, go web, go. There's loads of people coming through to get us on the website. You're going crazy for it. Right, this silver plated copper findings pack is $7.95. It's $7.95. Right, okay. You're also going to be getting, oh no. Right, where are the beads? I've lost the beads. Oh no, they're here. Right, you're also going to be getting these spiral, oh no, going crazy on the web. Right, you're also going to be getting these spiral beads here. Debbie, these are incredible.
Aren't they beautiful? I haven't used them yet, but I saw them earlier. They're lovely, aren't they?
They're awesome. Now, they're described as double cone spiral beads. Are these just spacer beads, or can you, I bet you could...
You can pull them. You can pull them and also bend them as well.
They're awesome. I love them. How on earth do we make those? They're incredible. You're getting a whole pack of these. Right, I just need to warn you, this findings pack on its own is $7.95. The whole deal today for the findings and for all these spacer beads, look, it's $6.95. Get it, do it. Oh, everything's gone mad. Everything's flashing. Everything's flashing. It's all flashing. These are awesome spacer beads. I haven't seen anything like this before on Jewellery Maker. Yeah, I bet you could stretch them out. I love these.
You can't make those with the wax cone.
Sorry, say that again.
You can't make those with the wax cone. You really can't. Doesn't matter how much you try.
There's no way you'd be able to make those. I wonder how they are made.
I don't know. There are 2 or 3 different designs on the website like that at the moment.
They
are lovely. They really are. Because you could use those actually on the end of your kumihimo or
yes,
that sort
absolutely.
Of thing.
But just imagine having, just imagine using them just as little spacer beads and how cute they're going to look with just a gemstone either side.
Do you know what, they'd look lovely? You know, I did that leather bracelet earlier, just to put that just in the centre at the front with a couple of beads. Really nice.
Yeah. $6.95. The web, the phones have gone absolutely berserk for this deal. When you think that you are going to get 115 silver-plated copper findings and a load, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these spiral spacer beads, and you're going to be getting not only the spacer beads for free, but you're getting the findings pack for £1 less than it normally is on our website. That is why hundreds and hundreds of these have already gone. That is incredible. Most of you who are coming through are multi-buying. That is just incredible. Do you know what? On days like today, when it is barbecue central, when the sun is shining, when pretty much the whole of the UK is outside, we've got to give you prices like this. We've got to give you deals like this. At £6.95p, that is absolutely bonkers. And out of 200 that we had, sorry, 264, sorry, get it right, 264, we've got less than 60 left. That's incredible, isn't it? That is absolutely tremendous. Well done. Tons of you coming through on the web and the phone lines for this. That is amazing. Please check out your baskets. I've got about 20 of you who've allocated this to your basket, but you haven't checked your basket out. You've got to check your basket out, because if we get down to a certain point with quantity, which means there are people calling through for this and there isn't enough quantity for them, if you haven't checked out your basket, it will be taken out of your basket and given to somebody who can pay for it there and then. Martin from South Yorkshire, God love you, you've come in to get 5 of these. Anne from Norfolk's coming to get 2. Aislinn from Greater London's coming to get 2. Caroline's coming to get 2. Susan's coming to get 2. John's coming to get 2. Anonymous from Essex is coming to get 2. Anne from Yorkshire's coming to get 2. I'm sorry if I haven't given you a name check, because, a caller in Midlothian's coming to get 2, because your names are populating the screen so quickly, your names are just going off the screen. That's absolutely bonkers. So many of you saying, yeah. You are getting the findings pack and the spacer beads for less than the price of the findings pack on its own. That's an amazing deal. That's an easy to compute amazing deal, isn't it? Amazing deal? Yeah, get it. Enjoy. Oh, dear me, that's just incredible. Right, so, how about... Woo! Woo! Sapphire, Sapphire. We bought you an amazing strand of Sapphire earlier on, didn't we? If you're waiting on the phones, how do you fancy adding the best strand of Sapphire I think we've possibly ever bought you on Jewellery Maker to your order? Wow, look at that. It does not take a scientist to identify. It doesn't take a gem expert, a gem a gemologist to tell you, what are you laughing at? Oh, go away. But it doesn't. It doesn't take a gemologist to recognise this as an amazing strand of sapphire, does it? I think anyone can see it as a strand. There's someone who doesn't know anything about gemstones at all. Ollie. Ollie, this is an amazing strand of sapphire, isn't it? He says, yes, it is. It's $29.95. It's incredible. Possibly one of the best strands of sapphire we've ever bought you. And the blue sapphire is one of the most instantly recognisable blue gemstones of them all. And the colours you're getting here, so similar to Salon blue sapphires, cashmere sapphires, which can cost thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. Normally when you get sapphire, which is $29.95, you would not expect this level of colour. You certainly wouldn't expect gemstones of this size. You certainly wouldn't expect them to be faceted this well. And you wouldn't expect the blue sapphire to be this blue. You'd expect it to be more of a black, inky colour. Well done. A lot of you multi-buying this strand as well, which is great. $29.95. It's beautiful, isn't it? And again, check out your baskets for this strand, because so many of these have already gone. That's great. Well done. A couple of you have come in to get 3 strands of these, which is great. And if you want to come in and get a couple and then get them both home, decide which one you want to keep, send the others back, go for it. Go for it, absolutely. $29.95 though for quality sapphire. Now, we bought you in the first hour today the most beautiful strand of genuine Moonstone. And I said to you, you know, this isn't going to give you that rainbow shiller. And not everybody wants that rainbow shiller. Not everybody wants rainbow Moonstone. Sometimes you want to get the lightness of Moonstone, but without that rainbow shiller. And this is exactly what this gives you. It's a really specific quality of Moonstone. It's a really vintage style of Moonstone. I love it. This with a lot of the vintage wedding dresses which are about at the moment. This with some of the vintage lace pieces which Sheila has put together, one of our guest designers, and also Linda, one of our guest designers. Some of her beautiful vintage style soutache pieces. You know, gemstones like this look absolutely beautiful with it. You're getting that beautiful purity, a lightness to this gorgeous Moonstone, and we gave it to you at a special introductory price of $9.95 because it is so different. It's a really different variety of Moonstone. It's not that pure white. It's not that rainbow Moonstone. It's a really soft, delicate kind of dove grey colour that you're going to be getting here. I just think it's beautiful. 260 carats as well. It's an enormous carat weight. $11.95, which is the price it should have been, I think was too low, but this is just amazing at $9.95. Well done. Which one? The yellow gold ones? Perfect. Yeah. And now we bought you earlier on a great deal for yellow gold plated copper toggle clasps. We've got the silver ones coming up in the next hour. Have a look at these. Ruby coming up in 4 or 5 minutes time. We've been high-fiving each other all morning about this. So you're going to be getting 5 toggle clasps in this design, 5 toggle clasps with a heart design, like a melted heart, and then 5 in the floral design as well. I did a bit of research before the show today, and because I was looking for silver-plated toggle clasps because of the silver deal we've got coming up, and silver-plated copper toggle clasps for a pack of 2 on a very famous auction website were £1.19 for 2, £8.95 for 15. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible, isn't it? $8.95 for 15 15 toggle clasps. There they all are. They're absolutely awesome, aren't they? You're going to be getting the floral and the heart and the square toggle clasp here. They look absolutely wonderful. That's 15 necklaces, 15 bracelets. Really, really beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Well done. Stunning. Right. Sorry, what was that? Yeah. Oh, right. Once this is gone, it's gone. We have got a tiny quantity of these available. It's gonna sell out the minute that you see it. You should already be on the phone lines for this. You should already be getting this on the web because this is gonna sell out in seconds, okay? We've got a tiny quantity of this, and I mean tiny. We've got less than 20 of this available, okay? It's just gonna sell out. 95 sterling silver handmade individually wrapped link chain with sapphire. Okay, this is gonna sell out in seconds. We've got less than 20 available. This is all handmade 925 sterling silver chain. You can make your own. It'll take you hours. Even if you are a guest designer and somebody who's been making jewelry for years and years and years, it's gonna take you hours. It comes with a 925 tag on the end, as you can see there. It's not a hallmark, but it's a tag with 925 stamped on it, and TGGC, which is the Genuine Gemstone Company. I've already got web bidders coming through for this, just to warn you everyone. This is 925 sterling silver handmade chain with genuine sapphire. $29.95. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. I've got tons of you coming through on the web. If you're quick on the phone lines, it could be yours. $29.95 for your very own handmade 925 sterling silver sapphire chain. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And this is taken all of that hard work out of this. All of the hard work out of making your own chain, and literally you don't need to do anything to this apart from add a clasp onto this, and there you have a necklace. This is a full-on 925 sterling silver 48 centimetre chain here. If you just put a clasp on this, you've literally got a chain that's that long. I'm sorry, I've got a necklace on kind of over the top of this. If I get that out of the way, that on its own, beautiful, isn't it? And that is a sapphire necklace there. That's a sapphire necklace you've got there. That's all you need to do is just add a clasp onto it. That's a sapphire necklace. Right, okay, so I've got, this is almost sold out. In fact, I think it probably has actually. We've got lots and lots of you who've just come through for that. Hold those lines. I don't know who that's gone to, but hold those lines. Right. Is it time? Is it time? Is it time? We're going to do it? Yeah? Right. How many of these have we got? Right. Now, we are very, 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 very lucky with this strand. Think back over all the days, the weeks, the months, the years that you've been watching Jewellery Maker. Think back. Can you remember a specific game that you got involved with? Do you remember a specific item that you came in to get hold of and you took advantage of an amazing deal and you were part of something pretty special on Jewellery Maker? Games like that quite often happen on weekend shows. They quite often happen when we launch something. So when we launch the first Rachel Norris Wirework DVD, when we launched the Gizmo for the first time, I remember that. When we have in the past done really special games on our birthday shows. When we launched the Wags Y-Cone for the first time. Debbie, what games can you remember?
I can remember having, actually the chain that you just had, I remember having the tiny little chains that we used to sell like that for more than that price. Mm-hmm. And it was really special. Everyone used to wait for these chains to come on. Yeah. Didn't they? It was just amazing.
Yeah. I remember when we used to, I remember when we bought you the first gauge wire that was over a mil in size. I think it was Gemma Crow and Vicky Carr, and they bought you the 1 1/4 and 1.5 mil gauge wire. Do you remember? Do you remember those games? Yeah. Do you remember the first time that you saw Larimar and Kunzite on Jewellery Maker, and literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you waited. Right. Okay. We've got tons of you on the phone lines already. Right. Okay. Right. The reason why I'm saying all this. We have over 300 of this strand available. Over 300. Okay. Right now, at the minute, right, I've got so many people coming to the phones and the web. This is ridiculous. And the reason why I'm saying, do you remember that game when you were involved in something, you took advantage of a great deal, and you remember that, yeah? This ruby here, this game today, is going to be one of those games that in a year's time, you are going to remember the time you got involved with this strand of ruby. You're going to remember the time you chose to pick up the phone or you chose to click on that buy now button because of this strand of ruby. Okay. Graduated ruby, all the shades you would expect to get with ruby on one strand. That's amazing, yeah? All the shades you would expect to get with ruby, because ruby is inherently a gemstone which can give you everything from oranges to reds to pinks to purples. You've got it all on one strand, okay? It's beautiful. That's not why I'm so excited about this game though. And I hate, I don't want to take anything away from the gemstone. I think it's beautiful. There is a reason why almost every single one of you is multi-buying this strand. There is a reason why. Do you know why that is? You are going to remember this game forever. You are going to remember this in a year's time. This has got to be one of the biggest and most exciting games that we have brought to you this year so far. It must be, because I've got a strand of ruby for you here today. We bought you sapphire, we bought you top quality sapphire. Now it's a chance for you to come in and get awesome ruby. All of this colour, all of this quality, and this could be one of the first and only times you get a chance to come in and get ruby, and it's under £20. It's not under 20, it's under a tenner. £9.95 for genuine ruby. This is absolutely mind-blowing, incredible. So many of you are getting involved. And you know what? You are going to remember the time that you took advantage of a deal on Jewellery Maker to come in and get ruby for less than £10. And it's not just you. There are hundreds and hundreds of you coming through to get this now. The amount of people who are checking their baskets out, who are going crazy on the web, crazy on the phone lines. And I have to say, the majority of you who've come through to get this have been on the web, because you could see the price we were going to take it down to even before we brought the price on screen. So a lot of you now coming through on the phone lines. There is a queue on the phones at the minute. It is a free phone number from a BT landline. Take advantage of the fact that it's a small investment of your time. It really, really is a small investment of your time. That is just amazing. I'd urge you to multi-buy this. It is July's birthstone. It is July's birthstone. And you know what? When it comes to making jewellery out of a strand like this, don't undersell yourself. Don't undersell yourself. It's ruby. It's ruby. This is like our gift to you. It really, really is. This is your chance. If you've ever seen a strand of sapphire, a strand of ruby on Jewellery Maker before and you thought, I really love it. If only it was a little bit lower in price. Well, now it is. Today, it's under £10 for genuine ruby. So many of you multi-buying today. That's just great, isn't it? And do you know what, Debbie? You've been with Jewellery Maker for years, but 2, 3, 4 years ago, we might have been able to bring ruby to Jewellery Maker screens, but certainly not at this price.
Absolutely not, and not such absolutely superb quality like that.
It's awesome.
The colours are just amazing. No, I just think that's a silly price.
Isn't it?
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it? It's every single colour of ruby in this strand as well.
Absolutely.
I just love it. I think it's amazing. Now, we've got a text in from Claire in Suffolk who says, can I confirm it will, I can confirm it will take you hours. Oh, to make your own gemstone chain?
Yeah.
Is that what she's saying?
Yeah.
There was a picture I posted on your Facebook page yesterday of a pearl and ruby necklace that I did. It took me 5 hours to make. Have we got a picture of it? Oh, Claire, that's beautiful.
It takes a long time to do that. A long time.
Do you know what? And that is such a beautiful piece, Claire. That's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for giving us that heads up. And it took her 5 hours to make. Unfortunately, we can't show that picture for too long because of just because of copyright. But fantastic. Thank you so much, Claire. Anne from Aberdeenshire says, "Yippee! Got mine. Wanted ruby for my friend's 40th wedding gift. Love the show." See, thank you so much for that, Anne. That's great. And there are so many people who I know want ruby. You want ruby. You want a gemstone which is beyond gemstone status. It is part of the fabric of society, isn't it? It's not just a gemstone. It's in everybody's vocabulary. It's, you know, whether you know lots about gemstones or whether you know nothing about gemstones at all. It's fantastic. In fact, Kirsty, who's teaching one of our workshops today, loves ruby so much she named her daughter after the gemstone. There she is. They're gorgeous. Claire from Suffolk. P.S. The 5 hours was just the rosary link chain. The rest took me 2 days. Well, there you go. You see, this is it. We will literally, we will take so much time over making these beautiful pieces of jewellery to do these gemstones justice. Sue from the West Midlands, my daughter wanted this beautiful strand for her friend named Ruby. Thank you. You see, this is it. It's giving me goosebumps actually, because bringing you gemstones like Ruby for under £10, it means so much. It means so much to so many of our jewellery makers out there, because not everyone's got the kind of budget where you can afford to spend £30 or £40 on a strand of gemstones, even though you want them, even though you think it's a great deal, you know, even though it's the lowest price we can do. But as soon as we can start to bring you Ruby for under £10, and believe you and I, this has got nothing to do with the quality of the gemstones, and please don't expect to see Ruby on Jewellery Maker time and time again going under a £10 note. This is a very, very special deal, and this is going to be something you remember forever. It really, really is. Just beautiful, isn't it? What are you going to make it into? Whatever you make it into, whether it's for something you're going to sell on or a gift you're going to give. A lot of people buying this for friends as wedding gifts or for their friends. I mean, you've read the text. You've read the text with us. It's going to be an heirloom of the future. It's one of those gemstones, whatever you make it into, whether it's a ring, whether it's a necklace or a bracelet, it's going to be an heirloom of the future. It really, really is, isn't it? Fantastic. Well done. So many of you coming through to get that, and we've had lots of people multi-buying. That's just incredible. Well done. Have we still got plenty of these left? Have we still got some left? What? Oh, blimey. I knew it was going to be popular. We had 329 of these. We've got about 30 left. Ooh. I mean, it's just superb. And as Debbie says, it's a silly price. A text in from, oh, sorry, there's a text in from Debbie. I thought she was sitting right next to me. No need to text in, just say it. From David. I was fascinated by the early demonstrations of making a friendship bracelet. It looks so easy, but how much would they sell for? Love the show. David. Debbie, it's over to you.
I think it would depend what you put on it. If you would just, sorry, I can go and get it. I'll go and get it over there. It depends what you put on it. If you put on just the findings, then I would probably charge at least £5–10, depending where you're selling. That depends
on who it's for as well.
And who it's for, yes, definitely. But if you put a birthstone on the front or something like that, then that's different because you're using gemstones. But with this one, I just used wood and just the findings, so £5.
Yeah.
For a 2-second bracelet.
You see, that's it. If it's for a little one, if it's going to be for a charge, you know, a lovely little friendship bracelet, then perhaps, you know, a £5. But if you, as Debbie says, thank you, Debbie, if you put great quality findings with it, like Debbie has here, if you put a birthstone with it, possibly something that you can sell for, you know, double that price, maybe even more. But, you know, fantastic. David, you know, just go for it. It's such a simple design. And as Debbie said, you know what? You know, you could have a load of this leather cord on your stall and just make them up at craft, you know, jewellery whilst you wait. I know it sounds a little bit crass, but you know, it's great. It's something novel. Jewellery whilst you wait. I think it's awesome. Just shows you can physically see that it's handmade. And what gets people interested at craft fairs is seeing someone who's busy.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There's a guy who runs a fruit and veg stall at the market where I live in Stratford. And he sells fruit and veg, and he's kind of real all right, apples and pears, and come on, my darling, you know, everything a pound, you know, that kind of thing. But there's one thing that he does that none of the other stall holders do. He's constantly rearranging his stall. He's constantly moving things around. Whether he's selling stuff and fruit and veg or not, it makes it look like he is. So he's always busy. And if you're making jewellery and you're working on something, okay, I'll be with you in a second, I'm just making this piece here, and you're busy, people are going to come over, they're going to watch you, they're going to...
Yeah, I think you're right there, and also it's because you're not sitting staring at them.
Yeah, just going, why aren't they selling?
If you're just sitting watching people, they don't like to be looked at.
No.
So it's better if you're looking away and doing something else. But also it means that if you make things there and then, it's truly unique to that person. They have chosen it. No one else has got the same.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yeah, get busy with that, David. We've got another text message in from Alicia saying, love the display that bracelet is on. It could make I could make some displays with that leather. Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Now that's a good idea to make display stand. Yes. Brilliant. Our viewers are wonderful, aren't they?
Great idea.
What a good idea.
You're a creative lot. You really are. I I don't know if I can be bothered anymore. That was ridiculous, that ruby. No. Have we? Have we really? Do you know what? Right, okay. Can I just let you into a little bit of a secret here? The clasps, the clasp collection that we have here, we only had about 200 allocated to the game that we were going to play today. Because of how popular the ruby was, we've taken them all. Now you're going to have to help me out with this, but we only had just over 200 allocated to the game that we had today. Because of how well the ruby went, because the ruby is pretty much sold out, we've now taken all of the quantity and added it to this game. There's a big quantity. There's 500 opportunities. Now, a great way of testing the water to see if a deal is going to be great is by seeing how many people get involved with the deal before we bring the price on screen, how many people get involved on our website. Now, historically, and certainly happened on today's show, when we bought you deals for, the early bird special, the ruby, the sapphire, the turquoise, in fact, pretty much all of our brand new pieces, when we bought you all of those brand new pieces today, there's been a running theme, and it is that 90%, that would be untrue because I don't know if it's definitely that, but the majority of people who come through before we bring the price on screen are from the web, because they can see the price before we bring the price on screen. Okay, you can see it on the website. You can see it. If you go onto our website now, www.jewellerymaker.com, you can see the price. You can see the price of all of our pieces before we bring the price on screen. Okay, and we are very transparent about that, which is why the screen is now full of web bidders coming through to get this. Full. I mean, jam-packed. Jam-packed. Can we actually show you that screen? Just kind of like a rough kind of... I don't know if we can. But literally, I've got a massive plasma screen up here, and I appreciate some of you might not want your names on television, so that's fine. But I've got a plasma screen up there which is that big, and it is full of web bidders. What you're going to be getting, 100 have already gone. You haven't even seen what you're going to get yet, but it just shows you, doesn't it? So we bought you. We've shown you already the square toggle clasp, the heart-shaped toggle clasp, which needs to be that way around, doesn't it? The heart-shaped toggle clasp, and also the flower-shaped toggle clasp, okay? So these are toggle clasps, they are pendants, they are earring findings, they're whatever you want them to be. They don't have to be toggle clasps. I have done a bit of research before the show today, and I saw 2 of these silver-plated toggle clasps. Silver-plated toggle clasps, 2 on a very famous auction site. 2 of these for £1.19. Okay? I think that's great. Great deal, yeah? Just over 50p each. Well, that's great, isn't it? Yeah, awesome. Okay. So you're going to be getting all of these plus, are you getting the other ones as well? Oh, dear me. What's the price again? Oh. Right. Oh. You're getting these as well? This other box. I don't think 500 is going to be enough, to be fair. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? 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 You are getting so many clasps here. I can't even compute how many you're actually getting here. Louise from Greater Manchester, OMG, you are mad. Coral? Who's Coral? I like the name Coral. Carol, the toggle clasps are £1.19 VAT each from my usual wholesale. Yes, wholesale supplier. Well, do you know what? I don't think you're going to be going back there, because today we've got to bring the price on screen. The phone lines on the web have just gone absolutely berserk. And I'll show you again what you're going to be getting. We have got 500 of these. Well, we had 500. We haven't got anywhere near 500 now. I've got another text in. Wow, wow, wow. I just bought 3 of these thinking it was the same deal as the gold. No, only just realised there are 27 pieces in it. Yeah. Okay. Right. The gold you had 15. This you're getting 27. Do you want to see a price? We've got to bring the price on screen. We've got to bring the price on screen. It's $8.95. Another text. This is just absolutely bonk. This is all falling apart, isn't it? Deborah Jane says, glad I haven't missed these clasps again. Now I'm going to hoover my house. What are you doing the hoovering for? Go outside, enjoy the sunshine after you get all your Jewellery Maker deals today. Okay, so you're getting 5 of these clasps, 5 of these clasps, and 5 of these clasps for $8.95. But it's not just those, right? But it's not just those, because you're also going to be getting a pair of those. So as in a pair. That isn't a pair, that's a pair. A pair of those, that's 4 individual connectors. A pair of those, a pair of those. Love those. They look quite Chinese. I don't know what it is, but they're gorgeous. Okay. They are a bit Gucci-esque, aren't they? Other designers are available, such as Versace and Christian Dior. 2 of those, a pair of those. But when I say a pair, I don't mean that. I mean that. A pair of a pair. A pair of pairs. Oh, I haven't even shown the other ones. Hang on. And a pair of those. Okay. A pair of these. And a pair of these. Okay, so if I can just do a bit of maths here. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. But it's not, it's 24. What's 24 plus 15? 39. So I don't know where 27's actually come from. You're actually going to be getting 39 individual clasps, individual connectors. What? Oh, I'm so confused. Basically, you're getting a lot. Sorry, Debbie. So unprofessional, isn't it? I mean, the phone lines, the web have gone berserk. I mean, absolutely pandemonium on the web and on the phone lines. Another text in from Edwina. I was only going to watch for 30 minutes today. Now I've spent all morning. Your deals are unmissable. Very excited about the rubies. Oh, brilliant. Thanks a lot for that, Edwina. That's just gorgeous. Well done. So you're getting loads and loads and loads. You're getting 5 of these, 5 of these, and 5 of these, okay? 5 of these toggle class, 5 of each design here, okay? So 5 in each one of these. There you are. 5 in each one of these. That's 15 in total. And then you're going to be getting a pair of these, 2 pairs of these. Oh, goodness me. 2 pairs of those. 2 pairs of these. 2 pairs of these. 2 pairs of these. And 2 pairs of these. That is amazing. Debbie, have you lost the plot completely?
I've completely lost the plot, and if I was at home, I'd be buying at least 5 packs of those.
No, basically, to cover all bases, yes, just 5.
Just so to make sure I get everything. That one you said is Chinese. It's the symbol of the Pakwa, the...
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Is that why it's that?
Yeah.
Symbol of the what?
The Pakwa, the Chinese sort of thing of fire, water...
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
What do you think of this deal, Deborah? Because that is just, that
deal
is so
silly,
good.
But how many times do you make jewellery and you get to the end and you think, oh, what class am I going to put on? It's going to ruin it if I put that one on. And you want it part of the design, as we said earlier. So you can now make your piece of jewellery thinking, I've got all those lovely clasps to put on. It does make a difference to when you're making your jewellery, I think, knowing that you're going to finish it off with a lovely clasp.
Yeah. But I'm sitting here, my brain is frying. I'm literally sitting here looking at this, and there's almost too many clasps here even for me to cope with, and I work with gemstones clasp findings all day, every day. There's almost, I mean, just to give you an idea, this is everything you're getting for $8.95. You are getting all of that. All of that.
I think that would make a really lovely silver chunky chain.
Sorry, say that again.
To link them together as links, as chain.
Oh, what a lovely idea.
Yeah, to link them together and make a really chunky chain out of them.
Because these ones here, these clasps here, these are all, well, one of them is going to be cut there, as you can see there. And then this one here isn't cut, but it's got kind of like a groove going through it, so it's easy for you to get the connector off. If you did want to cut this one, then you can do, and that's typical for all of these clasps that are in this findings pack. But this is the entirety of what you're getting for less than £9. We started off, and because of how quickly and how well the rubies went. Because of how quickly the rubies, you know, we had what, 329 of those. They're pretty much sold out now. Because of how many of the rubies went, we actually only had about 200, between 200 and 300 of this findings pack available. There were 500 available, and Dion said, you know what? Let's just allocate the entire quantity. Let's just risk it. Let's put all 500 in. We've got less than 50 packs left now. Just shows you what a great deal this is. Loads of you multi-buy. I mean, just tons of you. I can't even read your names on the screen anymore. Your names are just all over. They're just going off the screen. It's amazing. People from all over the country. People from all over the country getting involved there. That really is astonishingly amazing. That deal. Love it. I'll pop that there. Oh yeah. Now, if you love this deal, I've got a deal for you tomorrow. Well, I'm not actually with you tomorrow, but I think Vicky's with you tomorrow. For an incredible game on cabochons. That's going to be coming up, and if we do have it, I'll give you a little sneak preview of what's coming up on tomorrow's show, because that is just going to be amazing. Okay. Now, how about this? Now, this is called the Glitter Cabs Bundle. The bundle that you've got here. When I sat down upstairs on the computer on Thursday after the show, and I sat down, I was having a look through everything that we had on the show. There wasn't a photo for this bundle, but the description of the bundle just made me want to I fell in love with it immediately. Okay, so you've got your Carantha cabochon mould here, which is one of the most versatile moulds that you could ever wish to use, either with polymer clay or with silver clay or with resin. It's really, really fantastic. These Carantha moulds are very, very high quality indeed. They're really, really thick silicone moulds, but they're very, very flexible, as you can see. And you've got your mould here. You've then got this awesome, you've got 2 pots of glitter. You've got Dorothy Dress holographic blue glitter, because my favourite movie is The Wizard of Oz. You've got Dorothy Dress holographic blue glitter. I'm going to pop that down there. And you've also got There's No Place Like Home holographic purple glitter, and it just reminds me of The Wizard of Oz. It's just so lovely. When you open these pots of glitter, you'll be struck by the quality of the glitter. And I'm going to literally touch my finger there. And look how much comes off. It's incredible, and it's ultra, ultra, ultra fine, and it's ultra smooth as well. It's not like the children's glitter that you can get, which is like big shards of glitter. It's very, very fine indeed. Now, Debbie, was it this glitter that you sourced at the Hobbycraft show?
I didn't actually source it, but I've been using it before, and when the lady came onto the stand, she recognised me. And
because you absolutely,
I love that.
You love this glitter, don't you?
I do. I absolutely love it, because it just changes the feel of your clay. It just turns your clay into almost like a fabric, because it just
turns it into silk almost.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And it's holographic as well, so you get not just blue, but can you see you're getting greens in there as well, and almost silvers. It's the most beautiful quality glitter. And it doesn't, am I right in saying it doesn't sink?
No, it doesn't sink. So when you put it into something like resin, it won't sink to the bottom. And also on polymer clay, it will still stay on the top. It won't sink into the clay.
Now, there's 2 pots of clay, 2 pots of glitter. Oh goodness, I almost tipped it over then. That would have been horrendous. Yeah, don't sneeze when you open these because it will go absolutely everywhere. It's super fine. Okay, so you've got 2 pots of glitter and you've got your mould as well. It's a fantastic mould. Great deal today. Here's your price point for this. £8.95. I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? It's a great mould, isn't it, Debbie, this one?
It's one that you will use time and time and time again. You can use it with your jewel enamel or your polymer clay because it will take the heat.
Yeah, fantastic. You've used it there with your polymer clay designs, Debbie. That's really lovely. Isn't it a fantastic mould? Really, really fantastic. Well done. So lots of you coming through there. There is still a bit of a queue on the phone lines from the last game, the toggle clasp game. So please do be patient. We will answer your call as soon as we can. Okay. Now. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Oh, is it a picture? Perfect. Now. A recording, fantastic. Now, on tomorrow's show, Vicky's going to be with you, and you have got the most incredible deal for these. Oh, my word. Cabochon gemstones. This is coming up on tomorrow's show. So not now, not on this show. It's coming up on tomorrow's show. It'll be probably coming up a little bit later on in the show. Am I right in saying that? Yeah, probably second half of tomorrow's show, but please watch from the beginning of the show if you can, just so you know for definite when they're going to be coming up. That is going to be the most incredible game. It's coming up on tomorrow's show. Right. Which box did this one come from? Is it? Right. Right, okay. Oh, no. We haven't got time for this, no. No, we're not doing that. No, we haven't got time for that. Right, let's do something else. Right. Did we? Really? Okay. We did. Was I on the show then? We did a deal similar to this a couple of weeks ago on Jewellery Maker, and it's sold out. A lot of disappointed people. So, do you know what Dion's done? She's brought it back. Bring it back. Oh, how weird was that? We both started singing that at the same time. That's weird. That's weird. We must be related. That's weird. We must have a real affinity. That's weird. Right. Oh, you sung it. Oh, did you sing it, Ollie? Sorry. Oh, my goodness me. It's weird. It's spooky. It's not at all. Ollie sang it. Right. So, beautiful flower spacer beads here. This is just some of the findings you're going to be getting here. Let me show you the little star top head pins. These are my favourite. Shouldn't have favourites, but they are my favourites. Little star top head pins. Look at these. They're gorgeous. Oh, I love them. They're super cool, aren't they? Super cool. My godson says that. Super cool. Everything's either super fast or super cool. Right, so you've got antique bronze plated copper findings. There's 115 in here, yeah? Okay. Are you getting all of these? My word. Right, okay, so 115 antique bronze plated copper findings. You're getting 115 yellow gold plated copper findings as well. We're just double checking yeah. We've got 115 silver plated copper findings. Blimey. 115 of your antique bronze plated copper findings. Okay, so in your... Is that the antique bronze, Ollie? Sorry, Livy. Right, so basically, in this findings pack, you are going to get 100 yellow gold plated copper findings. 100. Yeah, 100 yellow gold plated copper findings. Let me show you just a couple of those findings. Okay, so 100 of these findings in a pack. Okay, there's your braided heart-shaped toggle clasp. Okie dokie. These are your amazingly beautiful spacer beads. You're getting 100 yellow gold plated copper findings. Okay, you're then going to be getting 115 antique bronze plated copper findings, which include these star top head pins, which are awesome. You're then going to be getting 115 silver plated copper findings, which include this connector And this, I'm so sorry I'm showing you these in the bags, but it's purely for ease. And this incredible, in fact I need to take this one out because you need to see the quality of this. It's amazing. This T-bar clasp, you're getting 115 silver-plated copper findings. Okay. You're also going to be getting 115 rose gold plated copper findings as well. Okie dokie. And all in all, that's what you're getting. Okay. So in total, that is 445. I need to lie down. 445 findings as part of this deal. This is what you should be paying for all of these, for 445 findings, okay, if you bought them separately on our website today. Now, if you want to go onto our website tomorrow, or if you went onto our website yesterday and you wanted to buy 115 silver-plated copper, 115 antique bronze-plated copper, 115 rose gold-plated copper, and 100 yellow gold-plated copper findings on our website, you would pay over £35. Or you can come in and get it today. Oh my word. Do you know what? That price, that deal was so incredible. That was just so amazing. Michael, he's there. There he is. He dropped everything on the floor. Mike, get out. Get out. Off he goes. Oh, I didn't mean it. Not really. Basically, 445 findings for £25.85. That basically means you are going to get the rose gold plated copper findings for free. Can I just show you how much that is in chain? I've got findings everywhere, absolutely everywhere here. Okay, let me show you all of the, hang on, there we go, there's the chain. Let's get the silver one out, shall we? Silver plated copper one, there we go. Oh, the silver one's lovely, I like that curved chain. It's like a Belcher chain, isn't it? Lovely. And then let's get the antique bronze one as well. So you've got all of, oh, look at this. Oh, wow, let me just get all the chain. I can't even, Dion is trying her best to divide it down how much it is per finding. I don't think the computer actually does those kind of sums though. Computer says no. That, oh wow, look at all this chain. Debbie, I mean that is just, that is a dream, isn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it?
That is all of your precious metal qualities represented there, isn't it?
Yes,
all
absolutely.
Of it.
That's lovely. I'd like that just twisted together actually, that'd be really nice.
Oh, nice idea. But if you are looking for a deal, which means you can get hold of all of your precious metal qualities, so your silver, your rose gold, your yellow gold, and something a bit different with the antique bronze, then this is the deal to go for. The price is I'm not even going to read that up, 0.5p per finding. No, that's no, 0.05. Do you know, I don't even know. It works out to not a lot per finding. I think we're kind of safe in saying that. Loads and loads of you are still coming through. I'm not going to get wrapped up in kind of what it is per finding. We can all see it's a great deal for 445 findings. Morning from London. Dion needs to come out so I can shout. Thanks for the class deal. Hee hee hee. Dion, come on. Oh, she is on cloud 9 at the minute from the ruby. From the findings office. She's just loving it. Look at her.
Rubies and findings. Rubies and findings. Hi. Do it now, do it. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Oh. She's just loving it today.
It's sunny out.
It's sunny outside, so she's taken the prices low. She's just absolutely lost control. She really has. It's just, do you know what? I feel like I've crammed so many words into today's show. I just think we just need to, it's just, Debbie, help me.
Oh, Carol. Don't you love, though, giving people things like this?
Yeah.
Because they can then sit in their gardens and make lots and lots and lots of lovely jewellery and send in. Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
It's
amazing, I know.
Yeah.
It's just too many good deals.
Oh, don't
Too many good deals. Too many. Right, Alicia says, I know this is completely aside, but my sari silk yarn just arrived in a kit. It is so beautiful. It caused me to take a sharp intake of breath. Stunning. We've got some tomorrow. Scott, would you like to do a little celebratory dance for the findings, for the ruby, for this incredible findings pack? Well, you don't have to if you don't want to. Really? Just a little one. Oh, he's skipping.
What sort of dance?
Oh, just a bit of a celebratory. Just Scott fix, everyone. Okay, off you go.
Oh, that one.
I don't know what that was either.
Didn't have the attitude.
Didn't have the attitude. He's just too much of a nice guy. Right, but well done, $25.85. Fantastic deal for you. That's like you're getting the rose gold plated copper findings for free. Yeah, all of the chain together does look amazing, doesn't it? As Debbie said, she'd like to just twist all these together. Can I say hello to Maureen? Hi, Maureen. Hi, Maureen, from Dion. That's from Dion. She's asked me to say hello to you. Hi, Maureen. Oh, more. There we go. Well done. Right. This is for Cassie to organise. She's going to hate me for this. Look at that. Look at that heap of findings. Basically, that's all you're getting all that for £25.85p. Why don't we just show everything just in a heap? That you're getting all of that basically with all of that. That is all of that.
It's a good job she's out of the room.
She's really gonna. And Joe, if I take one head pin away, she'll know. She'll know. She'll be like, "Where's that?" She's not. Cassie is one of the nicest people in the entire world. Oh, she's just. Oh, she's the best floor manager in the entire world ever. Right, where are we going now? Oh, what? I got on my right hand side, but a pointed what? A pointed bone. Folder. That's enough from you.
That is for creasing leather.
I'm glad you told me what it's for, Debbie.
Yeah. It is used by professional bookbinders and things like that to put the proper fold into leather.
Ah!
So if you wanted to pleat your leather, you just run that along your leather and it actually puts the fold in. Plastic on it doesn't work. The proper bone folders work.
So it's made from bone?
Yep.
Wow! That's incredible!
It just has just something to do with it. It just reacts with the leather. It just makes a perfect... It doesn't stretch it. If you were to put something else on, it would scratch it. But that doesn't. You can run it along the leather and it just leaves a crease.
That's incredible.
It's brilliant.
Feels awesome. What are you laughing at, Scott? You were very rude. It's incredible, isn't it? So your pointed bone folder here, fantastic. Just bring the price on. Just bring the price on. That's awesome. Do you know what? I've never even thought about how you fold leather properly and how bookbinders. Yeah, of course. If you're going to be covering, if it's going to be a leather-bound book, you've got to
do it properly, and that's
yeah.
a good price for that. Actually,
is it?
It is a very good price for that.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah. Take it to another level.
Isn't that wonderful? So when you make things like bangles, do you use the bone folder as well?
To make the crease around the edge, around the top edge, so it doesn't actually, so you don't score it.
And it just doesn't work as well if you use a synthetic product.
No, it just scratches the leather.
Isn't that interesting? It must be because it's obviously a hard material, but it's going to be relatively soft as well.
Yeah.
Lovely balance there. Isn't that fantastic? So if you are going to be making bangles and things like that, and you're going to be getting that gorgeous fold across the top or on any of your pieces, you're going to need something like this. I didn't even know we did things like this. That's amazing. $14.95. There you go. Fantastic. Right, moving on. Moving on up. Moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. From pointed bone folders to silver balls. We've now got... It's the level of my humour, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm going to get taken off air. Right, so, shall I pop these on here? Sorry, Cassie. The face. Oh, here's the face. Oh, no. Oh, Cassie's upset with the... I'm sorry, lovey. I'm sorry I did all this. Sorry about that. Sorry. That is a mess that I've made there, isn't it? A real mess of findings. Right. Sterling silver beads. Now, there are tons of places you can get you can get silver-coloured beads and accent beads like this from. There are tons and tons and tons of places you can get silver-coloured balls like this from. Loads and loads and loads of places. In fact, on Jewellery Maker, you can get lots of beads like this, whether they're base metal, whether they're plated, in lots and lots of different sizes. These are some of the largest ones that we bought you. They're 5 millimeters in size. If I can show you, yeah, they're really nice and big. If I can show you the size of these. Oh, will you stop laughing in there? For goodness sake. It's like working with a bunch of 3-year-olds. It really is. I know, yes, well that's what they are. You can all imagine what they're laughing at. They're 5 millimeter beads, some of the largest beads that we bought you, made out of sterling silver. Now, they're not plated, they are absolutely 100% precious metal. If there is anything today that you are gonna try and get a like-for-like comparison on, can I please suggest it is this? Can I please suggest it is this? Because there are going to be loads of places on the internet where you can get 95 sterling silver balls which are 5 millimeters in diameter. Whether you can get a pack of 40, yeah, you should be able to get packs of 40 in numerous places on the internet, or if you do a bit of research and pop down to your local craft shop, then yeah, absolutely 100%. It's a good indication of how fantastic the price is going to be, because again, the website has gone crazy for this already. We haven't even bought you the price yet, but as I've said, and I'm not trying to falsely get you on the phone lines or to get you interested under false pretenses. It's up to you whether you click the buy now button or whether you say, yep, I want those or not. But it stands to reason why there are so many people coming through on the web to get these already, okay? And it's because the people on the website can see the price before you know what the price is on the phone lines, because it's just the way it is. As soon as we load the graphics for any product that we sell here on Jewellery Maker on the website, you can instantly see the price, okay? So 40 95 sterling silver balls, 5 millimeters in diameter, you're getting 40 in total, $8.95. Now there are dozens of places that you will be able to get a quality just like this. If it's 95 sterling silver here, it's going to be 95 sterling silver elsewhere, and it's going to be the same, exactly the same. You are going to be able to get that like for like high street test. But honestly, I don't know anywhere that can offer you 40 of these spacer beads anywhere for this kind of a price. Now, we've got someone asking, will the leather cord go through these? Do you know what? I don't think it will do. I think the holes are a little bit too narrow for the leather cord to go through. But one person who I know always does a high street test every single month, because she spoke about it before the show today, is Debbie Bulford.
Yeah.
Have you always been a bargain hunter, Debbie?
No, but everybody likes a bargain, don't they?
Of course they do.
Everybody likes a bargain.
And something like this is something which is going to be quite easy to do a bit of a high street test on, isn't it?
Yes. I doubt actually whether you'll find somewhere that will sell that many in one pack.
Oh, really?
You'll probably have to buy 3 or 4 and then buy another pack.
Yeah, okay.
And pay the packaging and then buy another pack. And
that's it, isn't it? Mm. They're 95 sterling silver. You can get these beads elsewhere, absolutely. You can get sterling silver beads, which are 5 mil, and maybe a pack of 40. As Debbie says, I'm in agreement with Debbie. I don't think there's going to be many places where you can get 40 in one go. You probably are going to have to get 2 or 3 or 4 packs of these. Fact of the matter is, I am not convinced that there is anywhere that can bring you this kind of quality for this kind of a price. And that's the point, that's the key, it's the price. That's what it boils down to, it's the price. Loads of you multi-buying, well over 100 packs of these have already gone. You're still coming through on the web and the phones, that's great to see, well done. We've got to move on just purely because of time. If you're on the phone lines for these or you're interested in coming through on the web for these, please do, there are still some left. but we've got to move on just purely because of time. Yeah. Now, you saw Debbie using the fabric dyes a little bit earlier on. We've got a pack here, which has got fabric dyes. With these beautiful dyes, you can dye your leather. We've got fabric dyes. Debbie's just beyond the point of caring today. She's just...
Yep.
I have been a bit of a fishwife today. I've been shouting lots today. I'm so sorry anyone who's been watching, who's turned the volume down. But I've just been so excited by our prices. You're dyeing on fabric paints here in red, yellow, white and black. You're probably going to use a lot of these. Well, more often than not, you're probably going to use the white and black more than any other shade. I should imagine so. I should imagine it'll be as useful as your black and white polymer clay is going to be. I wonder, Debbie, can you use the black and the white dyes to almost accent parts of fabric? So you know how you were painting onto the leather earlier on, and you said you can get certain dyes for the edge of leather pieces. I wonder if you could...
You can, and also you can do you remember the old sponging and rag rolling from years and years ago? Yeah. You can sponge the two together onto leather to give like a shadow.
Oh, that's so nice.
You know what I mean? Idea. So you could do all sorts of designs like that.
That's really fantastic, isn't it? You're going to be getting 4 pots here, red, yellow, white and black. You can use them with a whole range of products, whether it's going to be with leather, whether it's going to be with fabric, whether it's going to be with, Debbie, you suggested using these even with something like polymer clay as well, didn't you?
Yeah, you could paint.
Fantastic. Yes. Now, we're going to give you the price point for these. Really, really fantastic, especially with the leather that we bought you today. £9.95p for all 4 here. Really fantastic. Well done. Lots of you getting involved today with leather for the first time, so it's really fantastic. I'm so pleased that you're enjoying all these incredible pieces that we bought you today. Really is fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, well done. So £9.95 for all 4 pots of fabric dye here. Well done. You're dyed on fabric dyes. That's just bad, isn't it? Do you remember that shop? Song. Hungry Eyes.
Oh, yes.
Hungry Eyes. What do you mean? Oh, yes. Didn't you get it from the way that I was singing it, Deb?
Sorry, didn't know. Sorry.
Right, where are we going now? Wire, wire, wire. Here we go. You should come in and get this deal. Wire, wire, because it's going to be amazing.
Oh, you're
that was a
Carol.
really kind of forced. I'm really tired, love. Right, so I'm so bored of Carol's jokes. So 100 metres of 0.6mm gauge gold coloured copper wire. Boom! 100 metres of 0.6mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. We just thought, you know, we'd give you a bit of wire. We just thought we'd throw a bit of wire into today's show. Do you know what? Why not? Do you know? You know, why not? So, oh dear, I need to lie down. So, these are £19.95p each on our website. If you were to buy them separately today, £19.95 for the gold coloured and £19.95 for the antique bronze coloured. Do you know what the price is today? £24.95. That's like £19.95 for that one and a £5 for that. That's incredible. It's a great deal. We can all see the saving. Now, Kerry, if I come in and get these, which are going to be quite heavy and they're going to make the parcel that's delivered to me quite big, am I going to be paying any more in P&P? She says no. It's just one P&P. Does that P&P last just for this game or for the entire day, Cassie? Does the P&P last just for this game or for the entire day? For the entire day. It does. It lasts for the entire day. £24.95. Absolutely fantastic. Cassie, God love it, is still clearing up the findings offer that we did about 2 hours ago. Have you done it? Oh, she's done it. She's just amazing. She just does not look very happy with me at the minute. £24.95 for everything here. Fantastic. So for your 200 metres of wire, £24.95. And from speaking to so many guest designers, the wire that we have here at Jewellery Maker is soft, it's supple, and it's really, really strong. The 0.6mm gauge wire here, it's fantastic quality, isn't it, Debbie?
It's exceptional quality, yes, it really is. And I don't know anywhere else you can buy reels that big, actually, and not pay extra postage, because the weight is just incredible, as you said, you know, just an amazing price.
And the 0.6mm gauge wire, Debbie, it's great because it kind of crosses over between using it for fine... Yes.
Yeah. It really is in the middle, because you can use it for doing your delicate pieces. If you do leaves, you can do the detail on the leaves. Brilliant for doing Viking knit.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Viking weave, that's fantastic. It's just the middle of the road one.
We've got a, sorry.
We're
both kind of like, we've got a text in from Susan. Can Debbie explain, oh, here we go. Oh, can Debbie explain? I don't know, you're asking quite a lot today. We're both a bit phased. Can Debbie explain how you can get stretchy elastic through tiny holes in gemstone chips? I'm really struggling with this. Susan in Blackpool.
Sometimes you just have to give up, I'm afraid, because chips...
Oh, Debbie, that's a really defeatist thing to say.
I'm not going to tell you a lie, because I won't. I'll tell you the truth. Some chips I just wouldn't even bother, especially if they're really fine, because if you're going to use a stretchy bracelet and keep doing this with it, they will break.
Oh, yes, of course.
So make sure they're quite substantial chips. And I mean that, honestly, I don't mean to put you off, but make sure they're substantial chips.
Just give up.
What you can do is get a piece of beading thread, fold it in half, and just fold it in the middle.
Yeah.
And then put your piece of elastic through and use that as a needle and get your pliers and pull. So that's a good way of getting it through, actually. Try that.
But you're right, some chips, it's kind of more trouble than it's worth.
Yes,
so
it's really fine, they will break, and it's a shame to break them.
Sweaty hands, elastic, and just thinking, so yeah, good tip there. Thank you very much, Debbie. And we've had another, Cheryl from Grimsby says, no.
Just don't.
Nightclub, ultraviolet light, Bridget Jones knickers glowing through my dress. Oh, Cheryl.
Oh, yes.
Cheryl, that is just awesome. Do you know what? My mum and dad, that's how my mum and dad met. With ultraviolet light, I have to admit. My dad is 6'6", my mum is 5'2", and my mum and dad met at the Baggington Oak pub, which I think was a nightclub back in the day in Baggington, just outside of Coventry. And my mum saw my dad across a crowded dance floor, and she fell in love with him because when he smiled, she could see his teeth in the ultraviolet light. Isn't that nice? Nothing to do with knickers, but anyway. Do I have to go over to Debbie? Oh, I'll tell you what. Right, okay, let's go over to Debbie. Here we go. Right. Oh, Debbie, have you enjoyed today's show?
It's been good. Been good.
You've been incredible today. I forgot we gave you a challenge as well as everything else. This is just gorgeous. Very, very clearly defined pieces, aren't they?
Yep. Well, this was done from that lady on the Wall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Good idea, that.
It's a great idea, isn't it? Making these gorgeous long necklaces.
Yeah.
These are the kind of things you can wear with absolutely anything. In the summer, you can wear it over a polo neck in the winter. Really, really fantastic. I love this piece, Debbie.
Thank you.
Doesn't it go beautifully with the findings?
It does, doesn't it? It's just on memory wire. It's really pretty.
And again, such a versatile piece of jewellery. Oh, that's gorgeous. Really fits in with those beautiful antique bronze plated findings, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
And again, this is stunning. Just using 3 gemstones, a lovely bit of memory wire in there.
It's really simple. I like that sort of thing.
I can see you wearing that, actually, Debbie.
I like that.
Using the Botswana agate here with silver plated findings. That's really unusual. That works beautifully. Isn't that gorgeous? So glamorous. And then look at this. You said you were going to use some turquoise wire, didn't you? I like what you've done there. You've done loads of pieces, Debbie. You've been really busy.
I've still got some left over as well, so it's a really good bundle. Really is a good bundle. There's a lot here.
Because you were going to be getting because you're getting four strands of gemstones, but they're all graduated. As you can see, Debbie's been able to make so many pieces of jewellery because you're getting graduated, because we gave her graduated strands. So you've got gemstones here, perfect for earrings, necklaces, bracelets. It's fantastic, isn't it? And a couple of people want to see the clasp for the memory wire. That's nice.
I've just put a loop on either side. In fact, you don't really need it. It'll stay in place if it's not too heavy, but I've just put a hook through either side.
Nice glass there. Now, Debbie, when are you next with us?
Tomorrow.
Are you?
You got me all weekend, yeah, with Becky. We're doing a chainmail show. Doing a chainmail show tomorrow.
Oh my goodness me, have fun. That's going to be an awesome show. Oh, you're excited. You must be really excited by that.
Yeah, I love doing the chainmail shows. Yeah,
oh,
really
fantastic. If you're watching us on Freeview, you're going to lose us in a second, but please don't turn off. Go to www.jewellerymaker.com to continue watching us online. Debbie, you've been awesome today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Right, okay. Becky.
Carol.
I tell you what.
What?
They're after some bargains today.
I honestly have got, well, I've got Manager Scott in today, so I have the largest amount of discounts I think I've ever done. Genuinely.
Well, when we have managers on the show, they can do ridiculous.
They can do what they like, really.
What, he's sitting down already. He's ready.
He's ready. Ready to go.
Becky, have an awesome time. It's great to. It's been an awesome show today. Thank you so much. You've even got your shoe collection is just incredible. Right. See you in a bit, guys.
Have a lovely time in the sun.
Thanks, love.
Hello, welcome to Design Inspiration. Thank you for joining me today. Honestly, when I say I have got price slashes all over the show, I am not joking at all. I have got the big 4 on the show today. You can purchase them separately. I have got